There's parts. Parts are one of those.
Good. It's very good. I'm excited for that.
Michael became awesome, or Pim became awesome, and Chris was like, "We can't have that."
Mm,
That's pretty par for the course.
not Pim. It wasn't Pim.
You get
Okay.
2 crits in 1 turn. Yeah.
Done.
I'm gonna kill you instead, is what he said.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready for it. Hit me with it.
Are we ready, Dave?
Yeah, we're live.
All right. So, where CeeLo left off, was that fight outside of the Coldbringer's lair, and then the party marched on into the Coldbringer's lair. And I think we only had 4 people for that session, right? And so, the party was pretty severely hampered, at that point, and the the group took the longest route possible
Good work, team.
through the dungeon in order to get to the Coldbringers horde. But they eventually did, and they narrowly escaped as the dragons, the good dragons, tried to keep the Coldbringer busy, but then
We lost a couple.
A couple?
there was there's 2 of the good dragons that died in the process.
We
Yeah.
do not know which ones yet.
Was it the one that might have been killed by Dave?
Oh yeah, definitely that one for sure.
We're assuming that one for sure is dead, but we
Okay.
don't know about we don't know
Okay, all right.
details.
But they found the Mortalis Reventia, or i.e. Bauble number 1.
That's right. There was an objective to this. Yes.
Yes. And the group was able to
Right.
get out again, very narrowly escape the Coldbringer.
I
Norman
got-
basically died.
Yeah, I got hit for 170 some damage,
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
but I
impressive.
didn't fall unconscious.
Again, you're welcome.
Due to, what was that spell again? It was
Death ward.
Death ward.
Death
The Death Ward.
Death Ward. And the group basically jumped out of the Coldbringer's lair into the Underdark, taking massive fall damage as they went down.
Oh, nobody was there to cast a Featherfall
Nope.
on that?
I
All right.
caught Alatar and carried him down.
Yes.
It's pretty much the only reason we're alive.
All right. Cool.
Yes. At the end, we got to level 8.
I did level myself up.
Yes,
I did
if you
see
did
that.
not get your level, make sure you do that.
I did. Don't worry. I learned all sorts of fun things, like lightning bolt, because that would have been useful to have in a single scenario so far. So I picked that up.
So
Might as well.
so I have it now.
So the group found just like a small little cave in the Underdark to camp out for the night and get a long rest, and then the next day they ventured out into the Underdark.
Cool.
Because there was really like no way for them to go. There was only one path, I believe.
Yeah, there was.
We rolled for it to see how many paths there are to take, and I rolled a d6 and it rolled a 1. So there's only one path.
I mean,
for
it
them
made
to
it
take,
easy.
besides the one that was, back up to the Coldbringer's lair, which is not really an option. And off they went adventuring. They eventually came to a very large open cavern. That there was a illuminated building of sorts in the middle of, and so they decided to investigate. On the way into the building, a what was that called again?
Nautilus,
Um,
Nautiloid.
Necrophage. I was way off. Yeah.
A Neothalid attacked, which basically, if you know anything about mind flayers,
Yeah, that's like the tiny one, right?
no,
It was not tiny.
a Neothalid is basically what happens when when the tadpoles are left unattended.
Yeah, and they grow like really long and
They
stuff.
eat each other,
Yeah.
and then the one that's left grows and grows and grows and grows, and basically to a gargantuan-sized worm.
Yeah, mind flayers hate those things. I do know that.
They do, because
They do.
cannot,
Yeah.
they cannot be controlled
They don't have
by
any
their
mind.
typical psionics and stuff like that.
Mm.
Anyways, Alatar, you would know that.
Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, Alatar.
Yeah.
They fight. Him coming up wielding his warhammer and Tad, excuse me. Coming up wielding his warhammer two-handed style,
Mm-hmm.
using it more like the battle axe side of
Yeah,
his awakened divine instrument. Did I think upwards of 120 damage in a round?
1 round.
Sorry, I missed it, Michael.
Double
It
crit.
was glory. I mean,
Double
people
crit.
were going crazy in this fight. Tad, him, finally getting his just desserts, but got the attention of
With the help of Norbin,
Neothalid.
because he gave me advantage.
Yep.
That is Norbin's job,
Sure
right?
is.
The Neothalid looked at Pim, screamed really loud,
That's a good sign.
and
Ate him.
Pim
No longer pissed.
It's
can't
kinda dumb.
communicate.
Not
Oh.
kind of dumb.
And he looks really bad.
That's cool.
He cast Dumbify, whatever that.
Stupefy.
Dumbify.
Feeble mind, right?
He cast Feeble Mind on me.
So, Pim's charisma and his intelligence are 1, set to 1 now.
Nice. That's good.
And
But
I
it gets
can't use any of
worse.
my-
We're not. Yeah, we're not done
Yes!
yet. We're not done
Oh.
yet.
That's bad.
Yes. Let's keep going.
What happened after that? Norbin decides to start searching the body, i.e., cutting open this Neothalid.
Ooh, that was a good idea,
The
Dave. That was a great
Neothalid
idea.
was pregnant. And so all these tadpoles just come spraying out of
Great. Good.
her.
Hundreds,
Alatar,
I think he
quick
said.
thinking Alatar, rushes in and Spirit Guardians.
That's a good call. That was a great call.
And these tadpoles only had 2 hit points, and so basically just had to get more than 4 damage, or 4 or more damage on his rolls, which was basically
You had like 3d8.
it could have been possible. He could have rolled 4
could've.
ones, right?
No, I could have rolled 3 ones because it was 3d8.
Yeah.
3d8. So yeah, it was possible, but he did enough damage. So even if I saved, they would still take half damage, and so they're all dead.
Good work, Scott. Good
Not
work.
all.
But
Oh,
there was a matter of seconds that it took Alatar to do that. Re-rolled some percentile dice.
good. That's always a good sign.
There was a 10% chance that Pim, that one got to Pim.
There was also a 10% chance from Norbin too.
It's true.
Yes.
Norbin.
Norbin
Him,
rolled and
so
saved.
Him took low, so he had 1 to 90. To
Michael, can
to,
I
to
ask-
succeed the roll.
Can I ask an
Michael, do you
important
remember
question
what
here?
we rolled? Go ahead, Evan.
I need to know, did you ask Dave high or low before you did it?
No.
You
He
should
just
have.
took the opposite of Dave.
That
Yeah.
But
I
Dave
mean-
saved. Dave rolled and saved, so the chances were pretty good that I was going to be the opposite side.
Okay, all right. Well,
percent chance is still
Not,
My-
that's not how that works.
my
but-
strategy for percentiles is ask Dave and then just do the exact opposite of what Dave says, and it's worked out so far.
Dave
out
would have
pretty
told me high.
You never know.
Dave says always go high.
But
He said that right
no,
after I did it.
Scott says always go high.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
regardless.
the roll that he needed was 1 to 90. Michael, what'd you
To
get?
save, I got a 91.
You got 91.
Good.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
a worm in me also.
That is exciting. You know,
And
there's
I-
a
He
And
has
the
a
beginning
tadpole in-
stages of turning into a
mind flayer.
mind
Hey,
flayer.
you know, there's a whole game about characters in D&D potentially turning into mind flayers.
Is there
I think
really?
yeah, I think it just came out.
Huh. That's crazy. I'll have to look into that.
So,
You must
After-
be confused.
Yeah,
I would have heard about that.
after that whole debacle, which they, man, this recap just keeps on going. There was discussion of how do we fix this, and none of the options are available, because the like let's just do brain surgery, on
Good.
Pym, and then Alatar can just
Heal him.
heal him, and he'll be fine. The problem is that Pym can't die. He can't die because of his situation.
Ah, that's right. That's right. Ah, that
that
sucks.
I will
He
say
also,
this: if you
not,
want
not
some
only
interested
that, but the
listening-
whole like crushing the head and then healing it back, is beyond Alatar's healing ability.
anyone's healing ability is a 5th level spell.
Yes.
Give it some time. We just got to get a quick level up.
I've got 7 days and I turn into a.
We got
Believe.
7 days to get a
We got
level
7
up.
days. Oh, less
Well,
than that now.
Thank
Like, this fucking-
goodness it's not real world days.
Oh yeah, you
Or
would be
you'd
a
already
mind
be
flayer.
dead.
This is it. So after that, all of that happened, and they realized, okay, there's nothing we can do about it now. Pym was just good.
Good.
And so they decided to go in and investigate the building, of what it is. And they went to one room. They found a tadpole pool and some holding chambers, and they said, "Screw this.
Yeah.
No, this is not the place for us."
I think that was the good call, guys. I think that
and
was a
started
good call.
running out. At that exact moment, Oscar comes online and says, "I can play for an hour." And so then I had to explain all of this to him. And he says, I don't know if it's, I think Lux's presence on Docs, all of those intrusive thoughts that Docs has, are allowed to just run free.
Good.
At that point. And so Doc's using Kaida and Lux, they start going around through the thing. They find this big spinal column, like this giant spinal column.
This is in the house.
in the building. Yeah.
Okay, good. And everybody else has just said, nope, we're not going in there.
Yep.
Okay.
They Docs tells Kaida to jump into these nerve ending tentacles that are coming out of the spinal column.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Absorbs its energy and then starts like running new nerves around bones that were in the building. There was a deep gnome by the name of
Jorbis.
something. Jorbis.
All right.
That was hiding in there, and there was this big questioning point here. Jorbis is not the he's not a wordsmith, you might say, but from what they got, that Jorbis is a good guy, and that the Mind Flayer colony has been abandoned. It was attacked years ago, and he was there just kind of. Actually, you don't really know what he's doing there. He was scouting. That's what he said. He was scouting.
Yeah, he said he was scouting.
Jorbis is from a deep gnome city called Zikozeg. That is power and big. So Jorbis led the group to Zikozeg. And that's where we ended.
And it is not actually a small village like a lot of us were expecting it to be.
When he said it was a city, it's an actual city.
It's a
Yes.
city.
Okay.
Yes.
The picture of what it is kind of like is in the sideboard.
Okay. Let me look. Let me look.
Woo!
In the
Ooh.
sideboard? What's the sideboard?
Ooh, that
Just the
looks
map. Below the
that
map.
looks pretty
Oh.
interesting.
Oh,
It's
okay.
more like the
okay.
bottom board.
It's like
but-
the Ewok
Yeah.
village, kind of.
Yeah. So that's what you guys kind of come across. It's in this gigantic cavern. And you're guessing I mean, just by looking at it, you wouldn't be surprised if there's 50,000 people in this city.
Cool. Hey, maybe one of
Purpose,
them has a 5th level spell.
Dorbus points to it and says, Zico's egg. And that catches us up to now.
Yay.
So, question for you, Evan.
Sure.
Can you speak Undercommon?
Can I speak Undercommon? Let me look. I can speak Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Gnomish. That's it. That's all I got.
Man,
mean
this is
the-
gonna be
You mean the
exhausting episode
language
for me.
buff cannot speak to these people?
No, I'm the only one who can. Like,
Oh,
I was hoping that I wasn't the only one who could. I mean, we'll see if other people can speak other languages down here, but if not,
It's your
it's gonna
job.
be all me. Super excited for that.
You'll
Why we
do-
hired you.
You'll do great.
So some retconning here, CeeLo, if you were here. The initial language that he spoke was Gnomish.
I could understand him.
So you know.
Oh,
Okay.
why didn't you tell me? Like, so the initial language he spoke was Gnomish?
Yeah, you don't have Gnomish, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he also speaks Gnomish.
Yes.
Okay.
She
There
told
we
me
go.
that. I could check if I've got Gnome. Oh, I don't. I don't have Gnomish.
Hey, point of reference for me, is Pim still feeble-minded?
Good.
Yep. I have him tied with a rope.
Okay.
I'm leading him around
Where's
with
the
a
rope
rope.
tied? Is it around my waist?
Yeah, your waist. Yeah.
And where's it tied on you? Around your waist?
No, I'm just holding on to it.
So I'm a dog.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Good. That makes me feel
I
good.
have to be able to easily let you go if, like, you fall or something.
Stick
I don't
'em.
want to. I don't want to.
Stick 'em
By
is what
the
he'll
way,
say.
by the way, Evan.
Yeah.
There was the big showdown in the Mind Flayer in their conversation between Jorbus and the group was he was basically like, you guys are thralls, and I can't trust you. And they're like, and the group is like, no, you're a thrall and we can't trust you.
Okay.
And so some insight things were done. Some words were said. Right now, Jorbus does not know that Pim has a tadpole in his head.
Good.
Correct. Because he asked me if I had a tadpole in my head, and I said no.
No, that wasn't lying.
I just decided not to elaborate.
So we all know that he has a
Yes,
tadpole.
because Norman was able to, he looked him over and was able to detect that
Okay.
he did indeed have.
I was questioning it slightly since, feeble mind, he can't say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm wondering if the
CeeLo.
thing is just gonna leave because it's like such a bad brain. Like, why would
Yeah,
it stay in there?
That's right. That's a good point, Dave.
There's nothing to feed on in here. CeeLo,
Uh-huh.
did you take attribute points or feet?
Attribute points.
Okay, can I get updated armor class for you?
I'm pretty sure it's the same of 13.
What'd you
All right,
take?
hit points.
My hit points is 49.
An increase of 2?
Yeah, I took an increase of 2. Wait, is that all I got, really? Yeah, that must be all I got.
Do you have any plus to your Constitution?
Yeah, okay, that's definitely not true, because I have a +2 to Constitution. Maybe I screwed it up in D&D
You
Beyond.
could have rolled a 0.
Yeah. Hold
But
on.
we re-roll ones here on on.
But we
on,
don't reroll
Hold on,
zeros.
Chris. I'll fix it.
We don't reroll.
I just.
Shut up, Dave.
Oh, I have it set for I have to manually add rolled hit points. Ha! Who would have thought? We're good. We're good. I'm glad we reroll ones here because my first one was in fact a 1. It's 53 now, Chris.
Nice.
I took 2 in intelligence, so I have a 20 intelligence now.
Oh, you're finally smarter than me.
Yeah. It was about
On a good
time
day.
that yeah, it's about time I
On a good
bumped
day,
that
yeah.
to a +5.
Yeah, how does that like? Don't you just roll for that anyways? Like,
Yeah, but this helps combat and
oh,
me preparing spells and my spell save DC and all of that.
so you use these for combat, like those stats for combat, regardless.
So the rolling is just for RP.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, I thought like you
Yes.
still performed like with that, but your bonus and stuff was based off of. Okay, this makes a lot more sense.
You know how hard that would be for me to keep track of, guys?
That's a good point. That's a
Which
good point.
reminds me, CeeLo, can we get an intelligence check?
Yeah, sure. Slash
Nat 20. Nat 20.
1d20. Oh,
Oh,
it's a pretty good day, guys.
Oh, good.
That's a good.
Pretty
That's a good time to have a good roll.
pretty good day. All right.
I was
Okay.
gonna be very annoyed if you're the only other person who could talk and you like had like a 5.
All right.
be a fun
I just
day.
want to appreciate the irony of what's going on right now. Of the question that Pim just asked. So he said, "So I'm your dog." Got it. And that he started out this campaign by calling Doc's dog.
I forgot about that.
Me too. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Karma. It's
It's full
long
circle,
coming, karma.
really. It's full circle.
Okay, so right now, Jorbus is just, you can tell he is rather happy to be back in Zikozeg, and is walking towards the gate of the city, which is basically it is a cliff that has a bridge to this multi-suspended bridge system type city. And what he's walking towards is there's like this circular opening, think like Hobbit hole type gate that leads to the this rope bridge, and dangling down from the ceiling that stretches the entire length of this about 50-foot bridge are they look like vines that you guys will like walk through in order to get there.
Okay.
Do I have I ever heard of this city before? Probably not, but I'm gonna ask the question anyways.
Give me a history check.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Guidance?
Sure, I'll take a guidance.
Absolutely.
I don't think I need it, but I'll take it. So 26.
Oh, okay.
Turns out you somehow have.
I mean, it was a 22 before.
Oh, you rolled a 4. Nice.
I did.
It's been a while. But you have I mean, it's by a while, I mean 1,500 years.
Yeah.
While. You've heard of the legendary deep known city of Zikozeg. Give me a give me a high or low. We're gonna roll a percentile to see if you know anyone here.
Low.
Now, Michael, this is what you do. Dave,
It's
what should
low.
I pick?
Low.
All right, hi, Chris.
Okay. You get 75 to 100.
All right.
Told you.
The low roll would have got it actually.
Yeah. All right. Hey, listen. It's worked out. This is the first time I think it hasn't worked.
Today's
for
my
me.
day.
Of the gnomes that you know, deep gnomes are cousins, and as Alatar asked last time, these are not like drow in the like, oh, this entire race is evil type thing. No, deep gnomes are basically like other gnomes. They just live in the ground. So they are typically an overall good race of people. Not to say that there aren't bad deep gnomes or whatever, but
Yeah. Yeah.
they're just like another race. They just happen to live in the upper Underdark.
Okay. Cool. I whisper over to Alatar. I have always wanted to come to this city. I've just never had a reason to.
You're muted, Scotty.
I'm like, oh, where did you come from?
I've been here the whole time. I don't understand.
Whole time.
So you've heard of this place?
Yeah, long. I mean, I guess not long for me, but long for everybody else. Time ago. Unfortunately, I don't think I know anyone anymore here. They've probably all passed on.
Do they have a teleportation circle?
Hilo, you
Chris,
would know that you wouldn't know if they have a teleportation circle per se. You would know that they are a pretty advanced society.
would it rival Mithra?
No, 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 no,
Okay,
no.
but
It would be more akin to um, like Amon.
okay, they're
Like
pretty.
where you guys started out.
Yeah, they're pretty advanced. There's a chance. I don't know for certain though.
Well, take it.
Well, I think our first objective here needs to be to see if there is any healer that can help with Pim's
Yes,
situation here.
that. Yes, two situations. Anyways, yes, that'd be pretty important.
As you guys approach the gate, there are guards posted out front, pretty heavily armored. They have long pikes that is their weapons. There are 8 of them, with, you would guess, gnome-sized full plate and these really gnarly looking pikes.
Roll initiative.
How wild would that? That thought came to me of like, what if they just start going full murder hobo
We're in the Underdark, no
in
consequences.
in the Underdark? You can't trust anything. Jorbus says, in Gnomish, he's actually much more articulate. Good. In Gnomish, he's much more articulate than he is in Undercommon.
Now you're just making me look silly.
That's just Jorbus,
Okay.
just the deep gnome scout guy. He says, "Wait here. I'm going to go explain the situation, and give you guys passage into the city." And so he kind of trots off. And you can see those guards, as you guys draw closer, start getting rather nervous as they are eyeing you. Coming up to the gate, you see Jorbus talking, and kind of, it looks like he's kind of wheeling and dealing and explaining situations. Anything you guys want to do while he's gone?
I'm gonna wave friendly, to them.
What are
the giant lion's like,
Yeah.
hey.
What are the odds that this just goes completely south?
50-50.
That's probably pretty.
Well,
50-50 we die?
They seem to be very leery of anything connected to mind flayers, and
Well, they would have no reason to suspect that we have any connection with mind flayers, except for the one guy found us in a mind flayer colony. These guys,
We did tell them that we killed that creature.
Yes.
yeah, I'm talking about the guards, not this guy. We're
I
just
already forgot his
walking up.
name, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Dorvis.
Orbis, yes, that guy.
I keep on wanting to say Jaggle.
Rest in peace.
Wrong one.
I know.
Jaggle's way cooler.
But they start with the same letter. It's confusing me.
Lux, have you ever been to the Underdark before?
Yep, I have. Don't remember it. I was born here. That's about it.
Okay. All right. What are your first impressions so far?
I prefer the mountains. This is too.
You too
No,
deep
me.
here?
You know me.
What's Pim doing right now? Like, does he look happy? Does he look bummed?
Good.
Is there any emotion there? Like, is he pulling at his rope at all?
I'm giving it a pretty tight hold.
Yeah, can I see if the oatmeal's starting to work in?
Wait, we're oatmealing Pim now too?
I already oatmealed him.
I'm so sorry, Michael.
You don't know how to make the oatmeal. So Pim is just being Pim.
He's just kind of standing there.
No
You-
facial expressions.
He does not have much agency.
He's going through that temper tantrum phase right now. Like every little kid does.
Um,
No?
No.
Pim's good.
He can do that.
I thought he was giving us the silent treatment. He's not responding.
Norbert, give the man a little rope. I mean, it's bad enough as let him wander a little
Do you
bit.
want him falling off his edge? Because that could happen.
Did I
I-
say let him go? Just don't. You don't need to hold him like a child. Come on.
I think he does.
this is-
I think
this
he
is-
does.
To be honest
Twisted.
with you, Lux,
Yeah,
he's
give him
honestly
credit.
worse than a child right now. I think Pim would appreciate us keeping him pretty close right now, opposed to wander off into danger.
You guys are confusing a little rope with wander. Let him at least, walk a step or two. You don't need. It's not like you need to
I
hold him
bet
in a.
you,
in
I
a-
bet you, even if we gave him a little rope, he wouldn't even walk.
So what's the harm?
Because he could trip and fall off the edge. And I do not want that to happen.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of pessimists.
Rightfully so.
It's for his own safety.
It comes with age.
For his own good.
Jorvis eventually comes back. Hold on.
As that conversation was going on, I turned to Pim. Pim, are you good with this?
Good.
I look at Lux. See? He's fine with it.
You're a piece of work, Norbin.
Fine. He likes it.
Oh man.
Dorvis comes back. He says, he wipes his brow and says, "Whew. All right, I got you in, but we have to go straight to Roosden.
Who is
or
that?
what is Roosden?
Felmore Roosden is our king. He's the king of Zigozag.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Any chance we could stop by a powerful healer on the way?
Why?
Our friend over there was mind wiped. I mean, look at him. He's not all there.
The big screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord.
That makes sense now. The rope. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought he was quiet and clumsy.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope. He do you know, like, I know a little bit about those beasts, but do you know what that, like, what that is? Like, what did they do to our friend here? Is it curable?
do I know? Do I know what they did too?
Give me a survival check,
Ooh,
CeeLo.
Guidance.
sure. Survival. Well, there's a chance I could. Oh, well, you know what? That's honestly not a bad roll for me. 18.
Cool.
So with an 18, you would know what a neothalid is and the where they come from, and stuff like that. You would not have as much interaction with them to know what that did.
Okay.
Jorba Jorba says sometimes they go dumb for a month, um, and they get better. Sometimes way longer.
Eh,
So you're saying we could just wait it out?
a month. It's a month. If
But
you want.
that's that's only um if we don't get help. Um, you want to go to Zanji before Rusden or
If
after?
if Zanji is the healer, then we would like to go there first.
Yeah.
If I mean, didn't they say that we need to go straight to the king though? So like, I don't really want to like wander off when they tell us to go to the king first. You know what I mean? Maybe we should ask permission from the king if we
This
can
is
do
this
that.
is a this is negotiation, all right? Right? Well, let's just see what happens. The worst they could say is no.
Um, we can try. Two of the guards will be escorting us.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I mean, if they allow us, that would be appreciative. I would rather our party be have all of their faculties when we meet your king.
Sure, sure. Big screen is scary,
Yeah,
Yep.
but we can fix it.
Well, that's good.
good enough.
All right. Shall we go?
You ready for bed?
Let's go.
This bridge is wide enough for one person at a time, so you guys are gonna be walking single file. One guard in front, one guard in back. I need the order of how you
Oh
guys
my
are going.
goodness. This makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. I will go first with carrying with Pim behind me.
I'll go next.
I guess I'll go after that.
I'll
Oh, I'm behind
follow.
Lux.
Does
So
that
we
mean
go
Okay.
Norbin, him, Alatar.
No, I'm
Wesley, did
after
you say you
Al.
wanted to be next to Lux?
Yes.
You said okay,
I'm
fine.
after.
Let him
I
go.
want to be after Pim.
Okay, Lux, Dox,
Then me.
Alatar, CeeLo.
sure?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Get your dice ready.
Get your dice ready.
Yeah, I assume that's what we're doing here.
We need to wait for a second.
It's a long bridge.
Yeah.
And narrow.
Pat is still out, right?
Tad,
Kinda.
Kinda.
Ida. Yes.
She can fly.
Yeah. I'll have her fly above us if she can.
What
That
bridge did
won't
you
make the
guys?
guards nervous at all.
No, definitely
Is,
not.
is there? Are you guys looking at something on the Emeras page? Roll 20.
Just a
No, but I
picture
think
of
I
the
think
map.
Chris is setting it up.
Because you guys said
Yeah.
it was a long. It was a long bridge.
Well,
I don't
because he
really
said,
think.
"Wait a second," so we were
Oh.
joking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like, "Oh, it's taking forever. It's a really long bridge."
Okay. Um, as you guys are walking, so Norman, you're first. As you guys are walking, you see the guard in front of you who is like basically at your waist.
Okay.
Like, but his pike is probably as tall as you are, in total. As you guys start walking across this bridge, you see these vines, are not vines. And they like at the end of the vines, they kind of have pads on them, and those pads have little holes in the pads. And as you guys walk past them, they're kind of like feeling your face, and you can kind of almost hear like it's sniffing you. And so they kind of like suction on to you, and then kind of fall off. And this keeps on happening as you guys walk through those pads.
I'm gonna try and dodge as many as I can.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah.
You guys do
Oh,
not get very far onto the bridge.
Yep.
As those pads smell Pim.
Yep.
Pim, I need you to make an opposed athletics check.
Hey, feeble mind doesn't hurt that.
Guidance?
Guidance is not a reaction.
Oh, right. I'm just so used to being able to cast it whenever I want.
Nice. Pim, the feeble-minded, you are grappled. As multiples of those tentacles, just they you can feel them sniff you like, and then just they go around you under your arms and they pull you up 10 feet above the the bridge. The guards immediately turn and scream, "Throw!" and with their pikes start stabbing you.
I start
You never want to
blasting.
roll initiative.
Come on, you just keep ruining stuff.
So I was
Tim.
right. We're fighting.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of what I thought was gonna happen. The second I heard little things are gonna,
Tentacles? Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I gotta figure out where to mod
How do I
my.
roll initiative, Chris? I've been told I need to click on my person. And I can't.
This is an
There's no
8.
person to click on.
Just drag your person out onto the map. There you go.
Did it work? See if it worked.
Come on. Come on.
So
there it is. Okay.
drag my little person onto the map, and then hit the initiative. Did it do it? Thing pop up? Hey, my token didn't pop up, but I rolled a 32, Chris.
32?
I can do it again. Hold on.
Where's your person? I can get
I
you.
don't know. I don't know where my person is. I thought I
By
did
the
it.
tower. He's down by the tower.
Uh,
He said 32?
yeah.
Wow.
That is quite literally the highest I could get, though, guys, just so you know. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's pretty high.
It is plus 12 now.
Okay. Cielo, you see that. What would you like to do?
How many guards are there?
There's one in front of you and one in the back of the group, and then 6 more at the gate.
Six more.
Which that is where you. I mean, like Lux is probably at the gate. Dox, Alatar, and CeeLo are still waiting to cross.
Gotcha. How far away are the ones attacking Pim from me?
30 feet.
30 feet. And is it just two or one? Just so I
It-
picture.
So I mean, the one, it's just one right now that can reach him. That is actively stabbing Pim.
But he's
And that,
between. I'm between him and Pim, right?
yes,
So how is he getting around me?
Pim's 10 feet in the air.
Oh, it pulled him up.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that part. Okay.
Okay. I am there's two guards that are like
Hold
almost
on.
right there,
If
right?
it pulled him up, what happened to the rope that I had around him?
The rope is no longer attached to him.
So
That's convenient.
there's two guys right there, right? And then there's a
No,
bunch of guys farther back.
So there's one guy 30 feet away from you. There's one guy right in front of you, or I mean, right in the back of you,
Okay.
and then 3 on each side.
Gotcha. So
Guys, do we just let Pim die and just move on? Like, is that?
Kind of what it sounds like, yeah.
I will cast Hold Person at a 3rd level and target the one attacking Pim and the one behind me.
Oh my goodness! Whole person?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
so-
good.
okay,
That makes it super easy to pick him up and throw him off the bridge. Yeah.
Well, that's not what I'm going
Please
for.
please don't do that.
Dave.
Please don't do that.
It is going to be murder hobo time. Oh my goodness! All right, what's my save?
Wisdom save DC 16.
Did your save go up?
Yes, it did.
Well, yeah, his intelligence went up.
Yeah. I'm smarter now, Chris.
Wisdom. The one behind you failed. The one in front succeeded.
That's
Man.
the opposite of what I wanted to happen, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And I will say, hold on, my friends, hold on. Let us talk about this. We want to heal our friend, but we need him in his right faculties. We believe we could save him. And I'll end my turn.
Oh, and so Jorbus is in front of the first guard, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Just so we know where he's at.
Is he like running away right now?
Give me persuasion, CeeLo.
Whew. Yeah, let me just dust off that old charisma. Just here we go. Persuasion. You know, I think I'm gonna cash in my inspiration point that I have.
Wow.
We're going for it, baby. It was a good use. A 19?
What'd you get the first time?
2.
That's a pretty good.
That's a good
response.
swing. That's a good
Yeah,
swing.
yeah. I mean,
All right. You see, so the guard in front that is like poking at Pim with his pike is he looks, well, he's already facing back that direction. You see him kind of lower his head to you.
cool.
Doesn't say anything.
All right.
Is that your turn?
Yup.
Lux. What is
How
Lux?
many? How many tentacles are there? holding him?
that are holding him.
Yeah.
There are 4 that are currently holding him.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. What was the reception of Silo's ask to stop stabbing?
No verbal response. The guard that was stabbing just kind of lowered his head and looked at CeeLo.
All right.
Somehow around
But-
me.
So not
Probably under
bad.
your legs.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's just ducks down. He's
Because
like,
CeeLo's on that same plane, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Like, hey,
Oh, I do not have much besides blasting.
You're
Right.
good.
I don't think we should do that.
You could hold yourself hostage.
That's a good
I'll
idea.
do it.
I'll do it.
Shoot myself in the head. They would never expect
I
that.
mean, you could hold one of them hostage. Just don't shoot.
I am going to cast darkness on that one in front.
Oh, great.
Just
That's-
engulf him in darkness.
It's all of us
I
up
believe
here.
darkness is a 15-foot radius.
Oh, good.
Yes. So the edge would be right in front of Norbin. So basically, like
Okay.
Norbin's good.
So
All
it'll be
darkness.
Jorbus and the guard that are caught, and then the rest of the circle.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I want to yell, Norbin, why'd you let go of the rope?
As I look down at the rope in my hand. Right? Because I'm still holding on to the rope. It broke off
Yep.
of Pim.
I'm tying the knots from now on.
I look back and I say, deal.
Is that turn, Lux?
Yep, that's it.
Norbin.
Yeah. I think I have even less to do than. Look.
This is the we try the diplomatic, and if it doesn't work, they all die approach.
I mean, do you think we can fight a whole city?
I yell back at
We're not in the
Alatar,
city yet.
Make him stop or I'm breaking his weapon. And
Who do you yell that to?
you, Alatar. Because you're the only one that I've seen talk to them.
I talked to him. I literally just spoke to all of them.
Yeah, but to Norbin, you were just saying gibberish.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's-
it could be a bad day. It's just a bad
That's right. It's just a bad
He's speaking
day.
gibberish.
And I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna ready an action to grapple his weapon if he tries to attack Pim again.
Good.
Good. Ready to action for Norbin. Alatar.
Sanctuary on Pem.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I cast Sanctuary on Pam, and I'm like, I say, everyone, please, let's calm down. He is not a threat yet. We can discuss this.
Yet. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, at this point, I can't lie to him. They know he has a
A tadpole.
How long did it
Alatar,
take us
can
to get
you-
here? Like an
Couple
hour?
hours.
Couple hours. Okay.
It took 6 hours. A 6-hour
Oh,
walk.
okay. Got it.
6 hours.
Alatar, give me a persuasion check.
Does he get advantage? Because I was so persuasive, Chris.
Sure.
Yeah.
My guy. And I can. No, it is not a bonus action, is it? It's a full action guidance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I have persuasion down here. I'm not supposed to be doing the talking. Charisma? Huh. Alright, just a straight up D20.
Hey,
Sweet.
that was mine too. So where there's a will, there's a way, Scott.
With advantage. Okay. Oh!
Whoa!
Okay!
It worked.
Advantage comes in handy.
So what did you say again? You said like we can
I
save.
I said everyone please, like I said calm down. He's not a threat yet. We don't need to fight. We can
You
talk
hear
about
Jorbus call back. Alatar, is he a thrall?
He's not a thrall, but he is infected.
Okay. Docs.
This is where the diplomacy could either end
Dox is
or
like,
going to
loose the
happen?
arrows.
I was already pulled back. I'm ready to shoot.
I heard
Um,
shoot. I heard shoot.
But there's a bunch of darkness in front of us, right?
Yeah, after Norbin, there's this big black orb of darkness.
So I really can't see anything, so I'm not really gonna shoot at
Well,
anything.
Pim is up out of the darkness, and there's all the people behind us.
All right, I'll shoot Pim. I'm just joking. No,
Wisdom
I'll
save.
just. Yep.
Well, you're gonna snipe the tadpole out of his brain,
Oh, I
right?
could try that. Yeah. Aim shot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shoot the tentacles. I don't feel like messing with that. So I think I'm just gonna hold back.
Ready action?
Yeah, ready action in case anybody starts running at me.
Okay, so if someone runs at you like threateningly, then
Bravo.
you're gonna shoot it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have Kaida try to pull Pim out of the tentacles,
Oh,
or bite one of the, or like try to just pull it out, pull him out.
Okay, okay. Give me opposed athletics for Kaida as she flies up there and is trying to pull Pim out of the tentacles.
There's, oof,
shucks.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. You're able to wrestle him free of the tentacles.
Oh,
Oh, whoa.
The thing is I
didn't expect to
Kaida
get this
can't
far.
carry people, so
You start dropping. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I can't
You
I
just-
can't hold him, so he's gonna fall.
Yep.
Just drop him right back to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to aim it right on that small bridge.
Yeah, I'll try to nudge him so he does fall on the bridge.
Okay.
Or Kaida will, hopefully.
Can I use my
Okay.
reaction to guide him onto the bridge?
Oh, I mean, he's like slowly hovering down on Kaida. He's not falling.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like I'm imagining like Kaida with her front claws and mouth was able to wrestle him free, and so she's not able to stay aloft, but she's slowly losing elevation.
Got it. I imagine she just ripped him free and then dropped him.
That would be hilarious. Docs, is that your turn?
Yep.
You see, I guess everyone that's seeing this, the pike kind of lowers back into the darkness, the tip of it, as Jorbus calls, he yells out to anyone that's listening. um, how far along is he?
6 hours. Maybe 7.
The Neophyllid?
Yes.
Alatar, you lie.
I told you I was not infected. You didn't ask me about my party. I'm sorry. We needed to get to a healer. I know how to save him. I just need a healer with the right spell.
Give me persuasion at advantage.
Again? Oh man, can't I just take that 20?
20 is what you got. What got you here?
Yeah, but can't I just take that 20 again? Oh, thought it was gonna be a 3.
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw the 3 too. All right. Jorbus calls out and says, "He's already at the gates of the city. We might as well bring him to Zanji anyways. Guards, please put down your spears and let's see what Zanji has to say. If he's too far gone, then we can feed him to the beast."
Ooh, there's a beast.
Nice.
I look at CeeLo, I'm like, we'll respect their decision?
Yeah. For now, I mean, it's either that or we fight on the bridge and we're back to where we are.
Fair enough.
I release the hold person spell, Chris.
Tim,
I grab out my hammer and I run at the guy who tried to poke me, and I'm gonna smash him.
let me start the battle music up again.
Stop
Hold
you.
on.
Again, I'm an animal. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna.
But can you see him?
He is in darkness.
No, he's in darkness. I can't. I know he's in there.
And you
I'll
can't
be
get.
at disadvantage.
I'm not gonna let you pass me.
You can let a gnome pass you, but you won't let me pass you.
Yeah, because I know what you're doing, and he's tiny. Actually, no, I didn't let a gnome pass me. No one has passed me.
No one's gotten past Norman.
You shall not pass.
No one. Tim, we're gonna say you come back down in the empty spot where you vacated, and so you can't see, you just know that there was a spear coming from the darkness,
Right.
in there. How would you like to try to attack him?
I'm gonna charge where I'm just gonna like go straight ahead, and when I bump into someone, I'm gonna just swing at it.
Okay. You can't move through Norbin though.
Unless Norbin
Why
allows
can't
it,
I?
right?
No, I can
Well-
move through. Wait a minute. Now, come on.
If
Well,
you can
I
move
can move
through
through
allies
Norbin
if
when
they
we're in
allow
battle.
it.
That's
If they
because he
allow it.
allows it.
No. That's not that. There is no empty space for you to take an action in. You can move
Okay.
through allied individuals, but you can't take an action in that shared space.
Oh, and the gnome's in the next space.
Yeah, there's no open spaces here, so you can attack with a ranged ability.
Yeah, he can't cast spells.
Oh, that's right.
So you can turn your music off.
So, I mean, what do you do then? What's your turn?
I stand there stewing.
That the second he gets
like-
free,
I turn around to Pim. Good.
This is-
And soothing tones. Good.
soothing good.
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 Quick, someone distract him with something.
Oatmeal.
We did it.
All right. Anyone with readied actions want to act on those?
No.
All right. Lux. So CeeLo drops the hold person. Lux, do you keep the darkness up?
No, I would get rid of it.
You see one of the guard in the lead say some arcane language and kind of wave his hand through the tentacles, and they all retract up into the ceiling. As the darkness drops and Jorbus can now um, look, you can see on his face he is not happy.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured he wouldn't be.
He just kind of gives a scowl and says, "We go to Zanji," and starts like stomp walking across the bridge.
I just whisper back to CeeLo, mission accomplished.
Not. We're gonna see how it plays out first.
But we're going to Zanji, so
That's if one she can help.
no. But I'm just saying, we're going to the healer. That's where we wanted to go.
Yeah. Again, if she could help, if she wants to help, because once we're in, it's actually more dangerous.
Yeah, well, you guys have money, right?
Uh, uh, I don't know if that will necessarily work in this specific scenario.
We'll see.
You have a charm spell,
see.
right?
I mean, I can't charm my whole way through.
You probably need to charm the healer.
Sure, yeah. We're banking on a lot there, Norbin, but okay.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
As you guys you cross the bridge and come to the first platform, and the bridges from here on out can actually hold two across. For most of them, you would consider these like your main city streets, if you will, in the city of Zikozeg. And as you guys walk at a pretty brisk pace here, by the way, when you guys get to the other side of the bridge, do you retie the rope?
I would have retied the rope on Pim right away.
Okay. And Lux, you said you're going to be doing the knot tying from here on out?
That depends if Norbin wants me to.
I would absolutely want you to, because I apparently do a terrible job at it.
I'm going to resist being tied up.
If
Like
he's
a
resisting,
dog.
then I'm not even going to bother.
Like a dog, I'm going to be like.
I'll
Ka-
hold out a
Kaida
treat.
starts like wanting to play. Kaida runs up to Pim and tries to play.
I would play with him.
Good
Bite on his
distraction.
neck.
As they're playing, I'm gonna tie the rope around him.
Oh my goodness.
I'll
I
give him
will-
slack this time.
I will cast minor illusion periodically and have a little ball floating in front of Pim's face that moves around for him to play with as he's walking.
Oh my god.
If he chooses to.
He's just kind of an animal right now. He's got one intelligence, so.
Yeah, but is
I'm
he
less
like
than a dog.
is he a dog
Yeah.
or is he like a cat?
Well, I'm thinking
Worm.
like the orb thing is like the little laser pointer, shot on the ground, the cat goes after it.
Just keep the ball rolling in front of him. To keep him walking. Anyways, the Norbin, give me a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Okay. Six.
Cool. You get him tied up, and he's distracted with the ball. You guys walk, following Jorbus, who has yet to look back at you all.
Are we in the city? In the city
You are
now?
in the city.
What are we seeing here? Like, how extravagant is it? Is it everything in my wildest dreams that I wanted to see?
It is, like for as far as a city in the Underdark goes, it's actually kind of enchanting. With how they utilize light here, which is there are lights. It's not everything in the area would be considered dimly lit. But it's still comparative to the rest of the Underdark, kind of a a shining light in the heart of the Underdark. You see all sorts of um, kind of more neon, muted neon colors of lime green and purples and pinks that kind of light the area with bioluminescence. And the city is just kind of built into large stalactites that have met stalagmites and have formed pillars in this large cavern, and then have bridges that are connecting all of them. It is quite the, I mean, work of ingenuity here that they have managed to build an entire city in something like this.
I'll say like partially into the trip of like, Jorbit, I must say this city is very impressive. I've only ever heard about it in stories from a long, long time ago, but they don't do it justice. I'm very impressed with what you all have done down here.
You say that to Jorbis?
Yeah.
He does not respond.
Okay.
Are there
I
other people walking around?
Yes.
Is it
There are other deep gnomes. You only see deep gnomes
okay?
here. They all give you a very wide berth.
How many guards do we have with us, Chris?
Just two.
Oh, still just the two.
Still, they
Yep.
trust us that much,
Wow.
huh?
we were too good. We
Some
were too good.
good persuasion rolls.
I'm still gonna marvel at the ingenuity of this city as we're walking. It's impressive.
You guys keep walking, and you come to I guess it would be a waterfall, that is kind of in the middle of the city. That is just I mean, it's not huge, but with the water falling, the mist, column kind of encases a large area, in the middle of the city. And there's one bridge, and again, this is another narrow bridge, that leads straight into the middle of that waterfall, and that is where Jorbis is heading.
Okay.
As he walks, you see, you can't really hear him. I guess maybe Norbin definitely can with his hearing perception. You hear him say something in, you would guess, an arcane language, and swipe his hand at the falling water of the waterfall.
I'm gonna
Uh,
memorize what he said.
okay. Give me an intelligence. Give me an Arcana check.
I can do that. I cannot do that. 11.
Yeah, you didn't catch it. But you're going to get an opportunity because he swipes his hand at the water, and it just kind of puts like a barrier, and so you can. Jorbis walks through without getting wet. And as he walks through, then the guard mumbles something, and he closes it behind him, on top of you, Norbin.
Rude.
So Norbin, you're getting wet. Pim, are you resisting going into the water? Pim, no.
Why would I? I can't think of a reason why I would.
Open your mouth up and drink. You're kind of thirsty, right?
You know,
All
I
right.
mean, I might stop and piddle. Like if there's posts, that's one thing I would be doing. No, I wouldn't be doing that. I'm not a dog, but
Really play it into it, right?
Lux, you're after Pem. Do you walk through the water?
Yep.
Docs,
Yes.
Alatar,
Yep.
CeeLo.
I misty step around it. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Can you see through it though?
Chris, can I see through it?
You cannot.
Well, if I can't,
Oh, that's too
if
bad.
I can't see through it, that is most unfortunate. But I will take what I deem a reasonable amount of time. Can I figure out the incantation that they used or whatever they were doing to get rid of it? Nope. All right, then I will just walk through it. Doesn't matter.
You're too far behind to have really heard it clearly. But give me an Arcana check because the guard behind you says it and uh, bridges the waterfall over his head.
18.
In 18, yeah, you got it.
Can I, like, after he says it, can I dismiss it and just get us back?
Yeah.
I do that. I do that.
So he's had his visor down this entire time on his full plate, and he flicks his visor up, and you can see those glowing eyes that are very they're present in almost every underdark dwelling creature, right? These eyes that glow. And he looks at you. You guys are pretty much the same height at this point. He says, he calls you a sun gnome. He says, "Be careful, sun gnome. My brothers and sisters do not take kindly to our surface dwelling cousins."
I don't ever know what you mean. It seems you have a failing arcane rune. I would look into that.
Give me deception.
I'm just as good at that as I am persuasion. Oh, 19.
Guidance.
19.
Guidance.
Okay, guidance. Sure. Sure.
He kind of looks at you.
21.
He kind of squints his eyes and says, "Keep walking."
Oh, I do. I mean, even if he saw through it, I would have kept going.
How soaked did we get?
Completely. You're
Perfect. I am going to walk up next to them. I'm going to shake myself off.
In the middle of this waterfall, so the you have curtains of water, 360 degrees, in here, and you see a rather large building, that is suspended or built on the top of a stalagmite, that rises up in the middle of this waterfall. Um, you would imagine. I mean, it's a pretty decent size building in here, and Jorbus continues to walk towards it. And as he gets to the entryway to this building, um, he calls out, "Zanji, we need Throg here."
Oh, perfect. Prestidigitation. Oh, I can't say that right now.
Prestidigitation?
Yes, that can that can dry everybody off, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. While we're walking, I will. I have that now, so
Oh,
I
you
will
do?
dry everybody off. Yep.
Nice.
Look at
I
that.
had to take a non-combat cantrip, and so I was like, "Hey,
Message?
this way I can help him."
Look at that.
I dried myself off. It's okay.
All
You
right.
do it to the guard that I got wet.
I did it to the ones in front. The one in front of
No.
me who got me.
No, I was talking to Alatar. I know which ones
Oh,
you did.
No.
why would you do it to the guards?
I was just curious.
They're
I was
not very
just curious.
nice.
No, they don't seem very nice.
Jorvis calls that out, and the outrushes two young, what you would guess would be young female gnomes, kind of dressed in, they look like, I don't know, a fantasy version of scrubs, right? That nurses might wear. Um, Very sterilized linen attire. Um, and then walks out a very old. His skin is sagging. Just there's not an inch of his body that isn't wrinkled. That you can see or you would guess. Um, he has on um a a hat or a headdress of sorts that is made of some type of tentacles that kind of form this almost look like Rastafarian dreadlocked hair for him and Alatar,
Mm-hmm.
Dox, and Lux, you can see a pendant dangling from his neck. It's not huge. It's actually really small. That's why only the three of you can see it. It is the symbol of um, an anvil with like a little um, flame on top of the anvil.
And that would be
Does anyone have um um what's it called? Is anyone specialized in religion?
yes.
Lux and Dox? A
No,
proficiency in religion?
no.
Pim. Pim has proficiency in religion.
Pim doesn't see it.
I
Alatar,
do.
this is the symbol of the Flame Keeper,
Okay. And the flame keeper is
the god of crafting, invention, and industry.
okay. I'm gonna say anvil and flame didn't seem like they'd be evil, but just wanted to make sure.
You and so you would guess that whoever this guy is a cleric of the Flame Keeper.
Yep. And the name of the flame keeper is
Rorks.
Rorks.
Yep.
It's like I lean back to CeeLo and I'm like, looks like they worship or he at least worships Rorks here.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Alatar. Don't really think that means a whole lot to me.
The flame keeper,
Yeah.
deity of like crafting.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought you gnomes would care about that a
Uh,
lot more than most.
some of my brethren definitely would.
Is that
Uh, in
racist?
in
No, have
my
you seen Mithra?
a lot of their advancements were done after me, and I never really spent too much time pursuing that kind of stuff. As you can
All right.
see by my natural talents in the arcane, I don't need any of that other stuff. But you keep doing you, my friend.
Okay, I intend to.
The aforementioned Zanji, the healer, stands between his two assistants and looks to Jorbis and says, "We have a thrall?" Jorbis says, "One of their friends was infected. I didn't know he was a thrall, but he's here now. They say he's only been infected since right before we met, which would roughly be 6 hours and some, maybe a little more than that. You see Zanji, this very old uh, face gets even more just. It seemed like a wave of exhaustion just like comes over him. As he takes a deep breath, says, "All right, it's been a while, but we can make an extraction."
Oh,
This is all
can
in
I?
gnomish, right?
Dorbus turns and points to Pim, and Zanji nods his head to his two assistants that rush over to Pim and kind of take him by the hands and try to start leading him off. Pim, do you go willingly?
Good.
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 No.
All right. I need an opposed athletics check.
Oh, come on. Sorry.
Nice.
Hey,
Oh
that's
boy.
good. I think you resisted.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. So
Oh, so yeah, the
they kind of take you by the hand, and you're like, "Yeah!"
I sit down on my haunches. I just sit down.
Can I try and talk to Pim? Pim, good. We get you fixed. Good. And I want to try and like lead him. I want to go with him.
Tim, does that work?
That'll work.
Okay.
As long as he goes with me.
Yep. Yeah, I'll go with. If he refuses to go on his own, I'd definitely go with him.
I so as they're trying to sort that out, I say to it's Zanji, right?
The healer?
Yes.
Zanji, yeah.
I say, may I ask how exactly you will do this?
I'm thinking the same thing.
Now we ask that question.
Is a mixture of mechanical tools and uh, divine spells.
What exactly does the surgery entail, though? How do you enter his head to get it out? What kind
Uh,
of damage?
hold on, CeeLo. I know
Sorry.
you are interested in all the technical things with it, but there's a couple important things I need to know about this. With it, he will not die in the process. You are not planning on raising him from the dead, correct?
Not unless it comes to that.
Okay, because that will not work for him.
He cannot be resurrected?
Essentially, yes.
Then we must be careful.
Yes. I am I simply lack the greater restoration spell, but I am pretty confident I have the skills to extract this. I may be of assistance.
Yeah, just keep a death ward on him at all times. Boom, problem solved.
That's actually a really good idea.
It's been probably 5 years since I've done the operation, but if you have steady hands, I could use some assistance.
Then let me be of assistance.
I still simply must know what this procedure entails.
Child of the sun, You will see. All your questions will be answered.
I hate waiting.
It will be helpful to know where, if you do know where the entry was, if you've located the entry.
We believe we did, and I will direct them to the ear that Norbin saw the ooze trail out of.
Which ear?
It was his right, I believe.
That's correct.
His right ear.
Yep. Good memory. All right, Norbin, you lead Pim into this. Essentially, it's like a small clinic. There's several rooms in here. In the assistants, the nurses, lead you into a looks like a laboratory of sorts um, with a like a raised bed in the middle of it with restraints on it.
We're not all going in, are we?
Lux and Docs, I think, are the only two that haven't said that they're going in.
Yeah, I'm not going in.
Are you waiting on the outside, or are you gonna go venture through the city?
Shenanigans.
I might check it out.
I mean, Lux is the shadow, so
And
like,
there's business to be had.
oh my goodness.
He's
Is
gonna
there
open
any-
up a branch in the
Does it
Underdark.
look like there's any social happenings?
Oh, I mean, you walk through you walked to the very heart of the city. There is, all sorts of business, taking place.
And is there, like, drow typically aren't the best of folk, right? So, like, although I'm mostly covered, but, like, am I,
Didn't he say in this world drow are not like true evil? Like they can be anything?
No, I said drow are not, they primarily do not live in the Underdark.
Oh.
right? I remember there's that whole, like, region of them.
Yeah, they live, in the Vale.
Is
Are
there,
they
like, a
still
difference
historically
between the
evil?
ones that are in the Underdark? Because aren't there some in
Yes.
the Underdark?
Yes, there are still some in the Underdark. But the entire race is considered. I don't know if you consider them evil. They are definitely motivated by power.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I might, scope out some business opportunities, make a few friends.
Okay. You do have the two guards that are still out here with you two. Because the idea was, okay, we're going to go to Zanji first, then we're going to go to Ruzdin. So if you would like to sneak away, I need a stealth check.
I would like to vanish, in fact. Ooh, not great. 18.
Not great.
I rolled
What's
a
your
7.
plus right now?
So,
Yeah.
plus 11.
Just get Docs to cast the
Pass without
pass
trace.
without trace. Boom, problem solved.
I whisper to Docs, make yourself look like two people. Oof. And then
Kaida comes running in, standing in your spot.
stands on two legs.
Yeah,
Uses a
kinda standing on two
disguise
legs.
kit to like.
Just put a robe over him, like good enough.
All right, Lux, what'd you get?
18.
You kind of just slip back into the shadows as you do. And it doesn't appear like they saw you.
Neat. Yeah, I'm gonna go explore.
Docs, what are you doing?
I'll be emotional support for Pim.
Oh my gosh.
So are
I'm
you
the
going
Docs
inside?
now?
What?
Are
Yeah,
you
I'll
going
go in.
inside then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be Lux on his own in the city. The rest of us in here watching an operation.
Love it.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, I know. I have become Docs.
You are the docs right now. Congratulations. You both
What happened to everybody?
rub off on each other.
But there's probably a lot of
Tim,
money to be made
question.
here.
As Norbin leads you to this bed, this table, The assistants want you to get on to the bed. There you go.
You're muted. No.
I mean, if they're trying to get me on the bed, no.
Can I, like,
Would
help him onto the bed?
question for you about this procedure. Is he going to be conscious for this?
No.
Okay, because I mean, all of this might be easier if we fix his mind first.
What's wrong with his mind?
You haven't even told him yet.
He's been the worm did something to him, and his intelligence has just fallen off a cliff.
Oh, big scream.
Yeah, that.
Yes, big scream. I
Big
didn't want
scream.
to. I didn't want to say that because I didn't think that everyone said it that way. But yes, big scream.
Big scream and tadpole at the same time.
He's a very
Big-
unlucky individual.
Big scream, then tadpole.
I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Karma.
He
Oh,
did almost
karma.
single-handedly kill the worm, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Worm is not very smart. They basically target whoever is hurting them. So
That would have been him.
mighty warrior.
Which is why it's helpful to heal him. He's very useful.
Now he is.
Alatar, is it?
Yes.
I would disagree with your assumption. Bringing people out of the big scream is a rather disorienting ordeal. That it might be best to cure both while he is under.
Okay. I will. You have the experience here. I will defer to you.
Big scream, then tadpole. Wow. Okay.
Ironically enough, I don't know if that's the most unlucky thing that's ever happened to him.
Pretty
You
dang
don't
close,
say.
though.
That's a story for another time. I'm like, CeeLo, would you shut up right now?
Sorry, I can't help myself.
Sorry.
I thought this was a good day.
It is. I'm just very curious today.
Well, when you're too smart, you're too chatty. Like, oh my gosh.
Pam, with Norbin's help, do you get on the table?
I imagine he lifts me up, he puts me on the table, and then my feet scatter around because it's a little table.
Good.
No, yeah,
Good.
I'll-
Fix. Good.
I'll start to help Norbin calm Pim down. So two of us are there, like, it's okay.
Good
I
morning.
growl at you. I
Good
growl
morning.
at you.
At me? Apparently he's attached to Norbin now.
I mean, technically, yeah. I have
Pam,
a rope.
you feel a sharp pinch in your neck. As Norbin and Alatar, you see one of the assistants has basically what looks like I mean, the closest thing you guys would relate it to would be a Bane injector.
Okay. So syringe.
Yeah.
I reach behind my back, I grab my hammer, and I go to swing.
It's a whole new market.
The medical field.
Yeah, the medical field.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness, the pharmaceuticals. That's where the money is.
It's true. It's true. Pays my
Pam, I
paycheck.
need you to make a Constitution save, sir.
Can I try and restrain him at the same time?
Pam's gonna get to go first before you restrain him.
Okay.
What'd you call it again?
Constitution save?
Constitution save?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang.
Oh.
Pam, you get your hammer. Who are you swinging at?
I was swing in
Alatar.
the direction I no, Alatar. I swing in the direction of any of the gnomes that were to the side that where I felt the pain.
Okay. So you're sitting on the table right now, and you turn around and swing. Roll a hit.
Can I use my sentinel to like reaction attack him?
I
He's not
I
moving anywhere.
But
I would
it's
like to.
sentinel
Oh,
also does if it attacks someone else other than you. It also
Yeah,
counts for that
you
too.
can use your reaction.
Yeah, but I've got to be moving out for you
No.
to use that
No,
reaction.
no.
Not Sentinel.
Sentinel
You
also
have to
has
attack someone that's not him.
Sentinel has two little things to
Yeah,
it.
Zandak never used it because he never had to use it. But this was a thing. Um, Chris, I would like after all this though, I would like to cast momentary stasis on Pim to try and hold him in place because I can do that.
So what's your attack, Tim?
10.
It's higher than that.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
you have
you
proficiency?
gotta add.
You have
I get
proficiency.
proficiency. Proficiency is +3, +2 for my hammer. 9 is 5 because of my stupid charisma spell.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. It's -5.
Forgot about that.
I forgot it's I just was thinking it's
So-
0.
Flat roll. I get a
Oh
flat roll.
Goodness.
Wow. You miss. You miss.
Thank goodness.
All right, Norbin. You're just trying to restrain him.
Yeah, so my reaction attack's gonna be to restrain. I like a restrain attack.
Okay. Opposed athletics between you two.
I'm not opposing.
Okay. So Norbin, you just kind of I'm picturing you just kind of wrap your arms around his arms, right? So he's just like all elbows, right?
Right.
Yeah, I squirm for a little bit, but I don't resist
Sleep.
because it's, again, it's
I
northern.
still cast momentary stasis on him to freeze him.
Don't
Uh,
miss.
If
What's
you
the-
re- it if you res it's a I need a Constitution save from you, Michael, if you resist.
I would resist that probably because I don't know where it's coming from.
DC 16.
Well, you just got an
what's the
18.
roll?
Con.
A con roll.
I mean, I could do it 4 more times a day if I need to.
I would love to burn
Burn all of his spells.
Yeah, that would be
Spell.
hilarious.
It's not a spell. It's a
Yes.
class feature.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
As a chronomancer.
How long does it last for?
It's till the end of his next turn, but you know, I'm hoping the drugs can carry us the rest of the way.
I don't make it.
What's the state that he's in, CeeLo?
He is incapacitated.
Okay.
Does this table have like straps or anything?
So yeah, there's straps down. Pam, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Are you gonna strap him, Norbin, while he's incapacitated?
If that's what it comes to, yes. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
I think you should do it.
Yep.
Norbin.
Norbin, you start strapping him down.
Yep. He's-
Another nurse comes and sticks him again.
How much Bane has this guy taken in his life?
I need a Constitution save at disadvantage.
Who?
You.
You, Pam.
Two nat 20s.
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine?
Oh, there's one at least.
Oh. That was close.
Oh, he got one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But the lower of the two does it. Pim, you are unconscious.
I've never been happier to have a party member fall unconscious.
Right.
All right. CeeLo, are you assisting or are you just observing?
I mean, If he thinks my skills would be helpful, then I will assist.
What skills would you like to assist with?
Uh,
Alatar, you said you're going to Death Ward.
I will death ward. Yep,
What's the
Okay.
I
length
can
of
do
that?
that.
Is that just for a turn?
No, it is for I think an hour or something like that. Well, no, it's not. It's not late for that. He's unconscious. He's not at 1 hit point. Like he's not at 0 hit points.
Right.
8 hours, Chris.
Okay.
But we don't want like someone to slip and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, he's dead now.
Yeah.
I will also assist. Offer my
mean-
assistance.
I could use Mage Hand and help him like do things during the surgery if he needs it.
Okay.
I also have
CeeLo
guidance.
assist with Mage Hand. Norbin, what would you like to assist with?
Muscle. If anything needs
It's
physical
not
work.
a muscle thing, as it turns out.
Norman, you might just want to be moral support here.
I'm offering this. I'm not saying I have to help. I'm saying if there is anything that
Uh,
needs to be done that needs physical work, I am
I'll
available.
also I'll also ask if he needs it, I could like if we could expose the tadpole, I could cast magic missile on it and just hit that thing. If that's easier in the surgery. I have no idea. Don't know, like that's why I'm asking details. I'm a detail guy.
Once Alatar, what were you going to add?
I don't remember.
All right. CeeLo. The Mage Hand will be useful as Zanji says. Usually they use tongs, but the further away from us that we can keep this tadpole, the better.
Okay.
So when it is exposed, you on my signal, you may Mage Hand it.
Can do.
Alatar, the surgery won't last more than an hour.
Perfect.
And so the death ward will be useful. If you're
Okay.
saying our friend cannot slip for a moment into the afterlife,
That is what I'm saying.
then a death ward will give us more of an opportunity to stop anything that needs to be stopped.
Excellent.
And
I also have healing potions. I am very skilled in medicine, and I also can provide guidance.
okay.
I will ready one of those potions, and if someone says so, I'll smash it on him.
Please don't do that.
Please don't do that. Please.
Docs, if you're here if you want to try to assist, you can.
You're muted, Wesley.
I'll let Kaida try to assist.
You could strap like all the tools around her and she can be a moving table and just always
No.
bring it to
No.
him.
No.
Okay. So the two that are actually helping is Alatar and CeeLo, which we are going to we will give it CeeLo will be an Arcana check, and Alatar will be a medicine check. Straight up, no rerolls.
Wow.
To determine how helpful you are.
Can I guidance one of us?
Yep.
Can I
Okay.
give the help action to like CeeLo?
What's your plus to Arcana?
+8.
What does do you is bless for ability checks?
No,
or
it's for
that's
saving
for saves?
throws.
Okay.
Saves
Yeah.
and attacks, yeah.
Yeah. You're
So
plus 8.
yeah,
Then I will give the guidance to. Can you re-roll anything?
I could help us re-roll anything, buddy.
Okay. Then I'll give it to me, and if you need to, you can
Yeah.
re-roll.
Oof.
I got a 21, Chris. If
Can you
out if
can you
Al
help me re-roll?
if Alatar's, I need to know because it says I can make this decision if I know the roll succeeds or fails. Does that fail, Chris?
That does fail. The
All
12
right.
12.
fails.
So
Re-roll it, Scott. Don't mess it up.
Can't
do
get
I
much
re-roll
worse.
the guidance as well, or do I just re-roll the d20?
I would re-roll both.
Okay. Good lord.
Already better.
It is already better, but still not super great. 17.
I think that's good. I think that was worth a chrono shift.
All right. What do you get? 3 of those a day?
2. I only get 2.
2 of them a day. All right.
Does that
17
succeed or
passes.
fail? Okay. I was like, does that succeed or fail? Because that's the key here.
That passes. CeeLo,
Yeah.
Arcana check.
I got a 21.
Okay, that passes. After an hour of surgery, which basically is a like they're going in using mechanical means of a scalpel, a spreader type thing. They are basically rearranging the whole shape of the side of Pim's head using healing divine magic to stave off any bleeds or any permanent damage that might be done in the process. Zanji has a pretty practiced hand at this whole thing, and the operation to remove the tadpole is successful. CeeLo, you are now holding this squirming tadpole in your mage hand. What would you like to do with it?
I will ask, do we need it? Do you guys hold on to him?
Mm-hmm. Zanji kind of shoots you a exasperated look.
Put it in a jar. Put it in a
Just wanted
jar.
to check. I magic missile the thing to death, Chris.
Okay. Just
Yeah. Guaranteed kills is what I was going for there.
it is a splatter on the ground. Zanji goes to work, kind of reshaping and molding his Pim's head back into place. The death ward was not needed. With your guys' assistance and your roles, the operation actually went really smoothly. That Zanji tells you after the fact that at the height of the war, this was basically a 50-50 shot of success.
Well, this was far better than any idea I had. I had one idea that probably would not have worked. We would have needed a lot of enlarge, reduce spell scrolls and made him very big and somebody very small, and they would have had to go in and and get.
But that would be a giant tadpole then.
I'm not saying it'd be easy, and you would only have a minute to do it.
Just him blows up.
But this was far better, far better.
He then casts greater restoration, and then also a lesser restoration to end the effects of the anesthesia.
Yay!
Oh.
Pim's back.
Okay. I was like, I just needed a lesser restoration for feeble mind. Are you kidding me?
No,
But just the anesthesia. I was like,
feeble mind literally says greater restoration in the spell
Yeah.
description.
Okay.
All right, Pim, you're good.
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh my gosh, you can't talk.
Ah, we broke him.
We
Go
lost
back
Joey.
in. Go back in.
So did you heal me also? Because I would have taken brain damage.
No,
Yeah.
he healed as he went, so you didn't
Okay,
take any. You didn't take any damage or
Damage.
brain damage.
I look over at Alatar and I say, I told you to stick close to me. And I just get off the table.
How much of this does he remember, Chris?
Of what? He remembers the fight, the big scream, and the anything after that would be spotty. Because
Okay.
he wasn't like brain dead at that point. He just wasn't like
Okay.
perceiving very much.
I perceive it most. I would think that I would perceive it mostly in senses, like smells and sounds, animalistic kind of memories. Not actually
Yeah.
know what's going on, but just kind of know that I did some things that were very bad, and that I got hurt, and that Alatar wasn't there to heal me, like I told him to be.
That's the one part that he like vividly remembers.
Yes.
I mean,
That
It's
was the last thought
all
that went through my head.
Alatar's fault.
As my mind was fading and my charisma, I was like, why is he not healing me?
I mean, you were in range, my friend. I wasn't charging the giant worm with you. I think
Killed
we've
all-
been together long enough for you to know
killed
that.
all the worms except for one.
I put my
I
hand
did.
on
Wait,
Pim's shoulder and I say, "I'm glad to have you back."
does Pim know he was infected with a mind flayer? Just
Yeah, Chris, because that would be something that I wouldn't be
That's
quite
true.
aware of. I had a sharp pain in my ear. I would remember that
Yeah, I
maybe,
wouldn't think he
but
would know.
yeah,
You wouldn't
doesn't
have
seem like it would
the
be
brain
knowledgeable.
capacity to understand what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just know that all I remember is that my mind went away.
Yep.
okay.
I lost my mind.
Just for reference sake here.
Okay. Pim, you are all the way back. Your charisma and intelligence are back to the way they were. You are no longer infected with a mind flayer tadpole. And you are no longer under the process of
Theramorphosis.
Yeah, morphosis.
Seramorphosis. All right. We're going to take our 5-minute break and then see what Lux has gotten himself into.
Yeah, and we're like,
Ooh.
okay, glad you're back. And it's like, hey, where's Lux?
Where's Lux?
So, Michael, do you expect to get repaired this quickly?
Hmm.
You can change your name now, Michael.
Got some permanent damage that we don't know about.
We fixed Michael. Yay. I think
Only
you're
took
muted.
half an episode too.
I know. The formerly people like it.
And change your background too. You're no longer just good. Great.
Lux, what are you looking for?
You know, just kind of scoping out the city, trying to figure out like what the vibe is. Is like are people trying to have a good time? Or like, is this a potential opportunity for some expansion, maybe? The Empire?
You need to find what they already have for an existing like black market, because obviously they have something. So you need
Yeah.
to find that and then infiltrate yourself into that or take over that.
I don't know if they have something. Maybe they're a good, upstanding society with no black market.
No, those don't exist.
All right. So, Lux, there is everything to do in this city that um you would find in any metropolitan on the surface.
Okay. Well, that's good.
As someone who sticks out in this environment, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to get people to trust you. Um, so let me ask you this: where would you like to go? There is obviously the classic marketplace. There's the crafting or guild district. There is multiple taverns and inns where people frequent. There is a pit fighting arena,
There.
and then there
Nope.
are
There. Nope. There.
okay
Doesn't matter. Pit fighting.
the pit
That
fighting.
just sounds cool. Lux is just genuinely interested. But also, I've heard Bane like helps you beat people's faces in more. So
You've seen it.
Confirmed.
exactly.
All right. The pit fighting arena is called the Forge.
Nice.
Using.
And I mean, I don't know. This might sound bad, but given the fact that these are gnomes, have you ever watched any clips of like little people wrestling?
More than you might imagine, Chris.
Man, you're
Like, actually,
Chris is trying to get us banned on Twitch,
I
man.
can actually probably back Oscar up on that.
Yeah, it's
Oscar, you hold up a picture, signed picture of your favorite little person fighter.
I've had
Probably.
discussions with my friends about making a road trip to West Virginia because there's a midget fighting arena fairly close to us. So just saying.
Um, you walk into the forge, and that's what you see. It is not so much like gladiator swords fight to the death as it is like um more WWE wrestling entertainment
Okay.
style of pit fighting. Um, give me, I don't know, what's um in perception or investigation.
Ugh. 9 perception. And now is that my passive perception the minimum?
Yes. So you can't be worse than your passive.
15.
15. Okay.
A little better.
As you walk around, and again, people are still giving you a wide berth because you're basically twice as tall as everyone else in here.
Mm-hmm.
But they aren't like, like saying you can't be here or anything. They're just kind of like, oh, look at this guy, type thing. As you walk around, is there any place that you would gravitate towards?
If there's like a you know how like in wrestling matches like not like WWE but like when there's like a coach they kind of like stand by the corner of their person.
Uh-huh.
I might try to gravitate towards the corner.
Okay. You want to get towards the pit then.
Yeah, like talk to the coaches if that's allowed. I don't know if there's like a barrier or
Okay. There is a barrier around the pit. The pit is basically it's circular. And there is a wall between the audience and the actual fighting arena. And you can tell on the opposite sides of the pit is their coaching staff. With a 15 perception, as you are wise in the ways of the underworld, not the underdark, but the
right. I know nothing about the Underdark.
The slimy underbelly of society. You don't know for sure. You haven't necessarily seen. There's no smoking gun for you yet, but you have with a 15 perception. You have a very keen suspicion that these fights are rigged. As the only reason for pretty much any society to have a fighting pit as part of their culture is to gamble on it. That is pretty much the only reason. From what you've experienced in the world is like, this is not. They might say that this is about honor and prestige and glory, but really it's about money, right?
Yeah.
Like you can reason yourself to that, and as you're watching this, you're just getting a suspicion of like, I think this is rigged.
Okay. Is there one gnome that's getting his face beat in particularly more than the other one?
All right. Let's do some rolling here. Absolutely. So there's a bald gnome. And again, they're all deep gnomes, so they're all have black skin. But one is completely bald, and has this pretty stylized goatee about him, and the other one. So deep gnomes have naturally white hair, but this guy has dyed his hair red, um, and is pretty long and scraggly looking. It is the bald one that is looks like to you is losing the fight.
All right, I want to go to the bald guy's corner.
All right. What languages do you speak?
Common, Dwarvish, and Orc.
Nice. Okay. This will be interesting.
Yeah, good luck with that.
We'll see.
All right, you go to the bald guy's corner. You are with that 15 perception, are able to pick up that the bald pit fighter's name is Grarin.
Growrin.
Growrin.
Okay. Okay.
The red-haired pit fighter is Urgy.
Okay.
All right. What would you like to do as you find your way into Graurin's coaching corner?
I would want to talk to his coach. And I'd say, friend, friend. And I'd point. Are they like fighting now, or is it like a downtime, or?
No, they're currently fighting. They're in it.
Okay.
The coach is yelling something in a language that you can't understand.
Actually, scratch that. I'm just gonna start yelling, "Boo! Urgy! Urgy! Boo!" Like really loud.
Like obnoxiously loud.
Yeah.
You see, so there's obviously like a main coach who's shouting orders. There's other, I don't know, maybe more bulky gnomes, deep gnomes, that are around uh the coach, and one of those more stout gnomes kind of gives you the stink eye when you say that.
Wait, I'm booing the other guy, right?
You're booing Urgy. Oh. Then instead of the stink eye, it's kind of like a um. He looks at you and smirks, and then goes back to watching the fight.
I got him. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep paying attention, and then I'm gonna go over and just kind of like try to tap the coach on the shoulder, like friend, friend, and like point up to the fight. See if I can get his attention. Maybe friends universal. I don't know.
Give me persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled a 17 and a 19, so I got an 18.
Nice. He as you like tap him and say friend, he looks back at you and is not pleased, and he kind of like shrugs you off and gets his attention back on the ring.
Without saying anything, I just take out a little thing of Bane and just kind of like hold it up so it's like in his peripheral vision. But like I have my hand so like nobody else can see it, but it's just like he can see it. And I say, Graurin, win. And I point to it. There's no room to be subtle when they can't understand you.
Hmm. Hmm. He sloughs it off.
Hmm. I tap him again. Graurin, strong. Ergy. Bleh. I just keep doing that. Like,
Give me
understand what I am saying to you.
give me a performance check here as you are trying to communicate.
15.
15, decent. Because I imagine you're adding in the nonverbals as well, right? Like
Yeah.
Graurin, strong, and then
Yeah.
hold up Mile. This this feels a little bit wrong, right? Like trying to get people hooked on drugs.
I'm trying to get this guy to win.
All right. So even with that, he just stops responding to you at this point, Lux. And you hear a bell, and they go to each of their to their coaching corners. And you see Growan kind of comes over and puts his hand on the dividing wall, and you see his coaches start to talk to him.
Is there water?
Yeah, it's in a bucket with a ladle.
Uh-huh. 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 Can I sleight of hand a dose of Bane into the water?
I mean, you can always. I mean, this is D&D. You can try whatever you want.
I would love to do that. There's nothing I would love more.
Give me a
22.
Okay. So it's like you activate the injector as like you bring up a ladle of water and right into it and give it to him. And the coach, I mean, he takes a sip, um and then the coach is kind of like, who is this guy? But you're so tall, you're so much taller than them that you're just basically like leaning over them to like, here you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
He takes a sip. The head coach guy basically like slaps the ladle out of your hand. But he did take a drink
Okay.
of it.
All right. I hope this goes the way I want. Is there like a bookie somewhere?
There are multiple people in the audience taking bets.
Okay. I would go to the closest one.
Okay.
What does it seem like? Can I understand what it seems like the going rate is and like the odds? Am I able to understand that at all? Or
Um, you would.
like am I seeing people pull out like purses of money, or is it like a couple chrome and
It is they are betting mainly silver.
oh, alrighty, cool.
At this point, and just I mean from your fighting sense, you would imagine that Graurin is the underdog at this point.
All right. I want to go to the fifth closest guy, pull out 50 gold and say Grarim. Point to it, Grarim.
The guy he nods at you and is like, Graurin?
Grarim.
You see people, the gnomes around you, kind of, ooh.
It's gonna be really embarrassing if this doesn't work. I'm just gonna leave.
You see people putting betting heavy against that.
Okay.
They're like oh Grauer, and then they're like urgy. All around you. You kind of step back from all of that busyness. And bing bing bing.
You're gonna ruin people's livelihoods with this.
Listen, I'm just here to be a force of chaos. What are the odds I ever come here again? So, you know.
It'll be your new home. All right.
Graurin gets his face beaten. I'm gonna be so mad.
Lux. We're gonna go 4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
You need to either win it outright or draw.
Okay.
And we're going to go by percentile.
Okay.
So for round 1, do you want high or low?
Hi.
You get 51 to 100. Round 1 was a close match, but the round goes to Urgy.
Not a good start.
Nope.
Round 2,
I'm just gonna go high all the way. I'll just tell you that.
we're riding high.
Let's do it.
There we go.
8. Growrin comes back with a vengeance here.
Kicking in.
You need one of the last 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Riding high?
Yep. Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Growrin is on fire here. Very much handling Urgy in rounds 2 and 3.
Obviously, it's a Bane finally kicking in.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
is.
Oh, come
Ooh.
on.
In round 4, just barely losing that round. But as I said, you just needed 2 of the rounds.
I was hoping for a clean sweep. That would have made the next sale easier, but it's fine.
But you just say that was just a partial
You
dose.
only got a little bit.
Yeah,
You only
Yeah,
got a
he
little
took
bit.
one sip.
You haven't tried the strong version yet.
Yeah. I'm just stabbing him in the neck with it.
I thought that's what you're gonna do when you came to the corner of just like just trust me, go fight.
I'm a little more composed than that.
All right, you bet 50 chrome.
Mm-hmm.
You get 215 chrome back.
Nice.
Nice. Awesome.
Because he was the underdog.
Can I go find that coach again?
Yeah, I mean they open up the doors on either side of the ring, and they follow. They go in opposite directions, into what you would imagine be locker rooms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I want to follow him.
Okay. As you get back in there, you see him. He's exhausted back there. The coaches are congratulating him on his fight. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk in and just kind of have like a big smile on my face, be like, "Growrin, strong," and then I'm gonna look at the coach and be like, "Growrin, strong."
Wow, what a pitch!
They can't understand me, so watch they can understand me this
They
whole
could all
time.
speak common
Yeah,
fluently.
they just think I'm an idiot.
You're muted, Scotty.
Good.
Give me
Good.
good. Give me another performance check.
Oh boy. Oh man, 16.
Okay. You hold up another vial of Bane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Say Growrin strong. The coach takes it and says, "Strong."
I need a business card.
He takes that vial and just.
Oh
Ooh.
my gosh.
Okay.
I kind of like what? Yeah.
He's gonna beat you up. He's like,
Yeah.
give me all your pain.
Out in the fighting pit when he was the coach, I mean, it was busy. Maybe it was just I don't know, the lighting or the fact that this guy is obviously older. But in here now, and after he injects himself with Bane, his veins just like start popping, as he flexes here, and you can tell in that instant there that
I'm about to get robbed.
this guy was like this guy. There's no doubt this guy used to be a pit fighter,
Okay.
right? That there's just something unspoken in that moment that you're just like, okay, all right. He failed his con. I mean, he succeeded his con save, so he doesn't pass out.
That's
From it,
good.
he gets that look in his eyes. He says, "Strong."
Oh yeah.
The rest of you, we'll pause right here. As you guys end, I mean the operation, and Pim is put back together again. Jorbus comes to you, Alatar, and says, "I know you were protecting your friend. And I would do the same for my friends. But no more lies."
No more lies. And I am not expecting forgiveness from you, Jorbis, but I do apologize for our deception. We are in a desperate spot, and we couldn't risk not securing your help. But no more lies.
So were you actually thralls from the mind flayers in there?
We were not. We came from the surface just yesterday.
Give me persuasion or deception.
I guess I'll give you a persuasion since I'm clearly not lying to you. Can I guidance myself, Chris?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I have nothing on persuasion. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
4.
Pretty dang bad.
What a time to be alive. Wow.
Wow.
He says, I I don't know if I will ever be able to trust you. But that's not my decision to make. If your friend is well, we go see Rusden.
Fair
Sounds
enough.
wonderful.
Um, the guards and Jorbus march you guys out of there, unless someone is not wanting to be marched somewhere. Um, is everyone going?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I would fill Pim in on what's happening. Because I'm sure he's. Or is it Tad? Can we tell?
Pim.
It's Pim? Okay. I would fill Pim in on what's happening so he's not, like, completely disoriented here.
Do you tell him he was the host to a mind flayer parasite?
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to him.
Eh.
It's a. I know that's a bad route to go down.
All right. You guys go further back into the cavern, into the city, past the where you went into the waterfall, and you see in the built into the back of this cavern what you imagine would be the palace, the the king's castle.
Okay.
As you guys are marched in, more guards kind of peel off from their sentry locations and join you as you walk.
Have any of us noticed that Lux is no longer with us?
They'll be fine.
No, I didn't say that out loud. I'm asking Chris, have we noticed?
I would assume that I would notice that.
Yeah, all of you would.
Okay. I'm going to discreetly start just messaging. I'll start with Alatar and say, do we raise suspicions that Lux is not with us, or just play it off?
I I mean, if they ask us about a missing person, we honestly can say we have no idea where he is.
Well, that's fair enough. Okay. We'll say they lost him in the city. They're inept.
Yeah, that should go over well.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right. You guys get marched into the throne room, which is lit a little bit brighter than the rest of the city,
Mm.
and is very regal in its trappings in its own underdark way. Uh,
Why are we here again? Avatar.
Well, we came here to see if they could help heal you, and we're also trying to find a way out of the Underdark, and we figured they'd be the best ones to help us.
So we're trying to find a way out. I was wondering why we're still
Yes.
here.
That's our only goal at this point.
Okay. Do we get the thing?
We got the thing.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that.
it's all coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Little disoriented.
Seated on the throne, and this is not like there's not like dignitaries and lords and ladies lining the area here. It's basically one rather young looking deep gnome sitting on the throne, and on one side of him is an older female deep gnome, and on the other side is a younger deep gnome. You would guess probably about the same age as the king on the throne. He has his white hair kind of slicked back and styled in very regal type fashion. You see his robes are like a deep dark purple hue to them, made out of looks like I don't know, it's some fabric that you're not quite familiar with. It looks both leathery and hairy at the same time. Um, but it is dyed a deep shade of purple. Sitting in his right hand is an obsidian scepter. Uh, as he kind of like pats it back and forth as you guys walk up. You all walk up. The guards with you. Then there are guards like lining this room.
Right? We fight. Let's go.
What's the worst that could happen?
Now you are king of Zico's.
Right. We're
Yeah.
the kings.
As you guys stop, Jorbus and all of the guards who are with you, not the ones on post in the room, but the guards that are with you, all kneel.
I'll follow suit.
I will also.
I'll wave.
I'm
And
gonna,
And
I'm gonna like if I'm gonna look up and see Norbin, and I'm gonna like tug on you, and I'm gonna like kneel.
I look around and I see everyone's kneeling, so then I also kneel.
Docs?
I will go on both knees,
Grovel.
bow down.
You're gonna grovel here?
Not grovel, but bow down.
Head to the ground.
Docs, I,
Um,
I know this. I know this. I know this move. We'll assume him kneels.
Probably.
Pim, do you kneel?
Yeah, I'm not Tad. I'm Pim.
Okay. One of the guards on the side, gives his royal introduction. Here stands before you Felmorn Roosden, son of Felmorn Roosden the Greater, keeper of the Obsidian scepter, um, king of the Deep Gnomes, and first son of Zico Zeg, second of his name. Blah 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 blah. And then Jorbus and the rest of the guards stand.
Also follow suit.
Yep.
The king says, so the only ones that can understand this is Alatar and Silo, right?
Yep.
Yep. Unless they're
Nice.
speaking in a different language.
So Jorbus says in Gnomish here. I mean, Felmor, the king, says in Gnomish to Jorbus, Brother Jorbus, who have you brought before us today? And Jorbus explains who you are, where he found you, what has transpired on the bridge, and the healing that Zanji did.
Chris, while he's going through that, I'm just gonna lean over to CeeLo. I'm like, you want to take the lead on this one? Or you want me to do it?
We could probably tag team it just fine. We've had between the two of us, we have over 1,000 years of experience with diplomacy.
Okay, fine. I'll
We'll be
take it.
fine. No, what do you mean? What do you mean? We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All I'm saying is you're especially chatty today.
Ah, and how is that a problem? I fail to see how that's a problem.
I don't know yet. That's what bothers me.
As Jorbus ends his explanation, you yeah, all of you can see the king's expression grow more sour with what is being said.
I'm guessing he's telling him that we lied to him.
Uh-huh.
And stuff. Okay.
I don't think we're starting off on the right foot with this one, though, Altar.
Nope. You got a charm spell ready to go?
I don't know if that will go over as well as you think it will.
It was largely a joke.
Okay, good. At least you were joking, because if it was Norbin, it would not have been a joke.
Is this in Gnomish?
We no, we had decided a while ago, right?
We could speak
Evan,
Celestial to each other.
we just speak it to each other in
Okay.
Celestial.
All right, just making sure.
Gorbis ends his explanation, and the king says, "How dare you all bring such a foolish and dangerous person into our midst? It was not but 6 years ago we finally rid ourselves of the mind flayers and crawl out from underneath their boot, and you would bring them back to us?"
We had no intention of bringing back mind flayers to your city. We were looking for aid to help our friend who fell into a series of unfortunate events. We apologize for any transgressions that may have had to you and to your people.
And if the tentacles hadn't caught him?
We definitely would have said
Are
something to your healer because we had no means of getting rid of it ourselves.
Give me deception or persuasion.
I mean, I'm being 100% truthful. Do I get a guidance from
yeah,
that
you definitely
avatar?
get a guidance.
Okay.
Definitely get a guidance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Might as well
He's
just keep that
telling the
one rolling.
truth. Does that give him advantage?
Yeah, does the truth shall set you free
No,
and
that
all
means you
that,
roll
right?
persuasion.
So
Is all.
that is a 12.
Yeah, he doesn't believe it.
Okay. Good.
Whether it be lies or well wishes, it doesn't it doesn't matter much if things would have gone south. Now, would it?
You bring a fair
You
point.
you are correct, your highness. And again,
Or
we do
grace?
your grace. I apologize. Again. However, we were in dire straits, and we are on a mission of grave importance. And so we time is not on our side, and we did not have time to carefully consider the actions.
Have you heard of what happened in the city of Mithra several years ago?
He is no longer listening to you as the elder woman stands up and comes to the king's side and whispers something in his ear.
Can I hear what she whispers?
Just to hear it, right?
Give me
I can translate.
Perception. Your passive won't be able to hear it.
I don't hear it.
Nope. She's it's too muffled under her hand.
Sorry, guys. That's all I got.
It was worth a shot, Dave.
Seeing that his attention is drawn away, CeeLo, do you stop talking, or do you continue on talking about the thing?
No, I'm trying to avoid rambling too much, so if he's not listening, then there's no point in speaking.
Again, what are they speaking?
Gnomish.
Gnomish.
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on, so I can't even help.
Yep, me neither.
So I just
Yeah, unfortunately, we are not charisma based, and we're the only ones that can talk to him.
Honestly, I'm just glad that Evan's here. Otherwise, it would be just me tonight talking to them.
I look over at CeeLo. I'm like, is it going good?
What does it look like to you, Doc?
Looking like it's pretty bad.
I lean over to Docs. Yeah, it's not going good. He's not even listening to us.
It's gonna. Oh, I'm so
I
tempted to
just
start
whisper back.
groveling
I'm
right
like,
now.
it could be worse. We still got a shot here.
The elder deep gnome goes back and sits down, and the king kind of composes himself again. Says, I'm glad that Zonji was able to help heal your friend.
Why, thank you, Your Grace.
We are not such cruel and heartless individuals to wish ill on anyone, especially of that kind. And with that, a great debt now is placed upon you. Is it not?
Saw this going.
I
I
looked I looked at Alatar like, well, I would say you are probably correct, Your Grace.
We can almost hear Cedric's voice in our heads, right?
oh
It's all
I'm try-
echoing in there, right?
I'm trying hard not to be like, yes,
On pain of death!
we will repay it.
How many mind flayers do we gotta kill?
Stilo, you respond with a hesitant yes.
I would say that yes, that is
And
true.
we do have the means to make amends. If you just let us know the cost, we most likely have the funds to pay and repay that debt.
Unfortunately, the debt cannot be paid in coin.
Mm-hmm. How many tentacles?
Well then, Your Grace, what
Do you have in
need us
mind?
to do?
Well, it seems that we have a few things quite in common.
Hmm?
Time is against us. We also find ourselves in dire straits. And considering if what Jorbis says is true, and that you were able to dispatch a Neothalid by yourselves, granted it being not the largest Neothalid, perhaps you might help us with the Vril.
Did you, Chris? Did you say Navril?
The Vril.
The Vril. Okay.
Does that ring any bells to either of us?
Give me either a history check or a survival check.
I
Did
will
I
gladly take
hear the
history.
word vril? Can I
Well, if
roll?
Alatar or Silo said under their breath, Vril.
I probably would have, honestly.
That's what do you got? What do you
I got a
got?
25.
No,
so
like what's your
So
plus?
anyone can do it. Norbin, Pim, Docs.
8.
I'm not gonna beat a
Guys.
25.
Guidance to you then.
Sure. I'll just add it on to that.
15.
27.
Norbin, Docs, or Pim, do you want to try?
I do not.
Yes. I'll give it a try no matter what.
Okay.
What are we rolling again?
Ooh, that's good.
We're
And
rolling history or survival to see if you know what the Vril are.
Which one am I better at? I got a 22.
that's pretty good.
And Pim got a 5.
Yeah.
Docs, you know a little bit. CeeLo, you know exactly what the Vril are.
Oh, good.
The Vril are an Underdark race of intelligent humanoid creatures that closely resemble bat people.
Weird.
Give you some visual aids.
What do I know about these things? They don't look super friendly.
They are not. They are a race of completely evil people.
Good. Very good.
Don't gotta hold back. That's good.
Might I ask, what about the Vril, that you need our assistance on? Uh,
Extermination. Genocide.
I request your payment in the form of vengeance.
v-
The Vril
vengeance for what?
murdered my father. The Vril have a cauldron, not but a day's walk uh, through the eastern tunnel. They have a king.
And I assume you want us to do something to their king?
Your debt will be paid if you bring me the king's head.
Hmm. Neat.
I am sure that you will need time to deliberate.
Uh,
So I have procured you um, lodging at a local inn called called is Bloodbath and Beyond, is that too much?
it's your world, Chris. Whatever
Bloodbath
you
and
want.
beyond. Oh my goodness.
Um no. It's called the malted myconiid.
Much easier to remember. What is the timeline that you would like to hear an answer back from us by?
I will give you one cycle.
Cycle's a year, right?
Cycle's a day.
Darn.
Can you provide us any additional information that could set what it is we would be walking into and anything like that, so we may have full context in what we might be signing up for?
Brother Jorbus, you've scouted the Vril. You go with them and tell them all they need to know. He kneels and bows. My king, he says. You may take your leave.
Very well. Thank you for your time. We will get back to you shortly with an answer. And I say to Alatar in Celestial, when did we become political assassins?
Hmm. Let's regroup and discuss this with everyone. This is I understand his anger, but I don't know if this is even a wise move for them.
Well, even if I don't think he will see reason with us, considering the bad start that we had.
Fair, but his plan is
Kill the guy.
sloppy.
King for a king is what it is. For such a
Yeah.
beautiful city uh, down here, it is very archaic.
My concern, we're leaving, right, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. My concern is more what like they want revenge. He wants revenge, and so to kill their king, what will the Vril do in response? This is not um this is an evil race. They're not just going to
What do
sit
I
idly by.
would I know that they would seek retaliation pretty handily for that, Chris?
I mean, no, you wouldn't know that.
Okay.
You can
Uh
guess. I mean,
that's what I'm going to do. You're probably right. Uh it pains me to say it. In the grand scheme of things, this is not our biggest priority, right?
You are correct.
So if if going in, killing a Vril king gets a safe passage out of the Underdark, uh, and furthers our goal of dealing with Hogak, uh, so be it. The repercussions down here uh, are minuscule in comparison.
Like I said, let's discuss it with everyone.
Yes, 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 yes. I just don't want to discuss it openly with so many ears around right now.
Agreed. Agreed.
all right. Unless you guys want to do anything or resist being escorted to the malted Myconiid, that's where the guards take you.
Okay.
Jorbis
Let's go.
talks to the innkeeper there, and it is a um, it's like an outcropping of giant mushrooms that this inn is built into.
Oh, interesting.
All right,
The potty
Lux.
girl.
back back to you, sir. This guy is hulking out in front of you, and seems to like uh, what you gave him.
Plus,
What'd you say?
so that's a plus. It's good.
What do you do now?
I'm just smiling, looking at him like strong, strong, good.
he goes. He kind of wipes his hand uh, and says something you don't know what it is.
I pull out another dose, and then I pull out a coin, and I say, "Eh, you pay me, and I give you strong juice."
He pulls out his purse and starts laying out silver.
Oh, okay. When he gets to 70, then I set one vial down.
Oh my goodness!
Does he go that long?
By the time he gets to 70, he's angry. And after he hands over the 70 and he looks at this, he's just kind of like,
All right, I say, uh. and I slide 20 silver back to him.
He purses that.
I need a translator.
Yep.
Gonna be kind of awkward.
Yeah, just take Altar with you. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a sudden interest in learning Deep Speak.
We'll be out of here soon. You need a
Liaison.
tongue spell.
Oh. Or just hire somebody to do this for me so I never have to come here again.
Yep. Hire this guy.
Yeah. If I could tell him that, I would.
He, the coach pockets that one.
Uh-huh.
And he kind of like nods to you and says, "Strong."
Strong.
A lot of work to sell one vial
Yeah.
of vein.
More strong? And I pull out another vial. And then I pull out like 5 vials and I'm like, lots more strong? And I start pointing to all the people around him. Strong, strong, strong. Strong. We're all strong. And I
Throw
like
him to
mumble under
everybody.
I mumble under my breath. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so stupid.
They all like it's almost like they tap their purses, and it's like,
All right, well, hey, it's a learning experience. This is not the market for me. They can't afford it. So I'll just give them a little nod. I hope I never see you
Weak.
again.
Weak.
I say that. I say that in common, and just like I hope I never see you again, and give him a thumbs up.
"Strong."
Strong, idiot. All right.
That's a word that he knows. He's like,
Yeah,
wait a
so
second.
just
Why
Wow.
wasting my time?
beats the crap out of me.
Get me out of here. Why am I in the Underdark?
Hey, I mean, I made money from the fight, so it was worth it.
There you go.
But this is just not the place for me. And then I have no direction. I guess I would probably go back to where the surgery was happening.
The waterfall?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to be stealthy though still.
Mm-hmm.
But I would go back there. And then
Absolutely.
I'm guessing.
Refresh your stealth check for me.
Okay.
So you guys are the other group is you guys are, I'm guessing, sitting in the dining room of the malted Myconiid. Seal, at this point, do you send out a message to Lux, or I guess it would be a send.
I do have sending prepared, so I guess.
I also have sending.
Do you? I mean, up to you.
Yeah, you go ahead. You haven't burned any spells.
That's
I
not
actually
true.
fought today.
I burnt 1/3. I burnt a magic missile and a 3rd level today, but doesn't matter. I can get them back. Sending. Wait, what's the name that you said, Chris? It's the
Where you're at,
yeah.
the malted Myconiid.
Lux, we're in the malted Myconian. I have no idea where you're at. Good luck fighting us, because I don't really have any good reference points.
Don't know where you're at. Good luck finding us. Something.
That's it.
You get 25 words to respond, Lux.
When looking for bathroom, found gnome fights instead. Sounds good. See you soon.
Okay.
So Lux lied to me. He said he said he was going to a bathroom. He found a gnome fight. I don't know. Whatever.
It provides no information.
Okay. Has this been normal the past 7 years?
Him watching gnome fights?
No,
Not
I mean-
particularly.
I mean him just kind of running off.
No, I think we all stayed together. I mean, we would go and park at some cities. I would, go out, market, sell some wares. Everybody would go off and do their own thing, and we would come back. Like, I wouldn't.
I'm like looking at Norman and Docs as CeeLo's like rambling on. I'm like, is this normal?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Right? I would
What's
assume this would be normal.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have been
Big
handling my-
GFC fan.
I've been handling my business, I mean, Norbert and Docs, like what I'm doing when I disappear.
Right.
So, yeah, it's normal.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is normal. That's fine. He always finds his way back.
Okay. Seems like a really bad idea.
I don't think any of us said it was good.
Nope.
And now I'm even stealthier, so it's even better. Chris, is there like are there signs anywhere?
There are signs everywhere.
They're all in
I
Gnomish.
just can't read any of them.
Yeah, they're all in Gnomish.
All right. I mean, there's people walking around, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm just gonna start going up to people and be like, malted Myconian. This way, that way, I don't know. Do you know?
You know which way. This is just going to be a straight up luck check.
Okay. Is that just is that just a D20?
We'll go percentile
Okay.
because there's nothing added to it.
Right.
So you want me to roll it?
Sure.
We are just going to, as you are just wandering about the city, in the first 30 minutes is a 50-50 shot.
Okay.
Pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Let me get a survival check from you.
Not great.
Gonna drop to now there's a 10% chance that you'll find it.
9.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's 50. High or low?
Hi.
All right, Alatar, Norbin, Pim, Docs, and CeeLo. What would you guys like to start talking about?
Well,
Are we still in the common room? Or do we have a room?
You have 5 rooms that has been procured for you. Jorbus is with you in the dining room right now. So wherever you guys want to take it from there.
So I am going to explain to the group what happened in the throne room, and then I'm going to ask Jorvis if he could give us information about these Vril and what they are and who they are and what he knows about them.
I'm going to have, while this is happening, kind of flying around the city to see if it can spot Lux.
Actually, shouldn't be too hard.
Or if Lux will spot
Except
Kaida.
he's stealthing, but
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
he stands out.
Yeah, that's true.
She just does laps around, and Lux is like, "I'll just follow this thing the whole time."
I mean, he can't be stealthing that much if he's talking to everybody, asking where something is at.
I just like pop out beside somebody, malted Myconian, and then they're like, huh? I'm just like disappear back into the shadows.
What am I going? What am I going? All right. You asked just general information about the Vril.
yeah.
The Vril are a product of evil Duergar wizard experiments. Over multiple generations. They are basically a crossbreed between goblins and bats.
Okay.
Neat.
Some Vril can fly, others cannot. Um, they have um, um, it's not so they have eyes and so they can see, but they can also just as easily see in the dark or even magical darkness via like sonar mechanics. um, Vril are a warrior race. There is whereas they might have some that specialize in weapon making and magic. Every Vril is trained from childhood to be a warrior. They are a warrior race. And like their Duergar masters, not only are they trained as warriors, they are also very brutal in that they weed out their weakest among them um, to preserve their bloodlines. They were originally created to be defenders and kind of like shock troopers for their Duergar masters before this particular cauldron threw off their um, uh, masters' hands and now rule themselves. They this particular cauldron has a uh, hatred of Duergar, as you can imagine, but also uh, devise schemes against any and all races around them. They have no allies. They kill, steal, and take what they need in order to survive themselves.
Okay.
Um,
How many are we talking?
let me see. Jorbis says the last time he scouted out the cauldron was about a year ago, and he would guess they're about 1,000 strong.
Cool.
1,000
Cool.
strong a year ago?
Yeah.
Um, where does the king reside at? Is it like a noticeable place? Does he walk amongst them?
Um, the cauldron is basically set up as an upside down city. And so the king would be in his rightful place at the top of the um, uh, ceiling.
Does the king ever leave the city?
Um, the king is always the first into battle on their raiding parties.
Hmm.
Do the raiding parties have a predictable pattern?
I have not been scouting them exclusively, so I couldn't tell you.
How big are their raiding parties typically?
Uh, typically, they send the every able body Vril in the cauldron.
Ah, so thousands. Gotcha.
Less than 1,000, because they only have 1,000 in this colony.
Unless, they grew.
They also probably die a lot too.
Eh,
But all in all, more than we're able to handle ourselves for a raid party.
correct.
They
Uh,
have do they have any immunities or any vulnerabilities?
They are vulnerable to poison.
really?
Something
You
that was
don't
bred,
say.
something that was bred into them by their Duergar masters in order to keep them um, docile.
Dave, this might be your group.
But okay, that's not what I expected. So they're
Join the
not
club.
vulnerable to light?
They have,
Light
I would
sensitivity?
imagine, like all Underdark denizens, we all suffer from light sensitivity.
Okay. So poison.
But resistance, you didn't say any resistances.
I don't believe they have any.
That's
Okay.
good.
The poison they're they're vulnerable to, which is interesting. What about accessibility of their city? Is it easy to get in and out of if you can't fly like us?
If you cannot fly, it is rather difficult to get into their city.
Okay. But can you still do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Does he provide us the info on how to do that?
There's trails that switch back their way up the sides of the cavern.
Are the trails exposed into the cavern, or are they like tunnels?
Both.
Okay.
Lux, give me another uh luck roll. You want high or low?
Hi.
High. You get 40 to 100.
Okay. Woohoo.
Yay.
You find a place that is this giant outcropping of mushrooms that a building has been hollowed out within it, and a large, not large, I guess maybe 10 guards in full plate waiting outside. And you imagine, or if they're anywhere, they're probably here.
With my 19 stealth, can I sneak in?
Sure, you can try.
Yeah. I mean, I would just kind of like go up to the door and like, and just walk in and
Yeah, 19 gets it.
great.
Um, yeah, you slide in, and there's a group.
Well, howdy.
Ah, um, good luck. Good job, Lux. Good job.
Thanks. Thanks for
Where's
the
where's
description.
Yeah, it was the best I could muster.
I'm sure it was.
what about Kaida? Where is she?
Still flying around.
Pim, you're looking
Yeah.
stunningly coherent, so that's good.
Yeah.
Happy as ever. All right.
Uh, let me catch you up to speed, Lux. And I explained to Lux the situation that we're in.
Alrighty.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna talk to Jorgel. Is that right?
Orbis?
Jorbis. Yeah, there we go.
That's a mix between Jorbus and Jaggle.
It's
I'm
getting
getting
closer.
closer.
Mhm.
Getting
Jaggle just
closer.
lives on. He lives on.
Jorbus, I'm like, so Jorbus, when we were in with your king, he called you brother. Is that a title or are you actually related?
All of Zico Zeg is related.
Okay.
We were all brothers and sisters.
Okay. So it's a more of an honorary title amongst all of you that you are
Sure.
all in this together. Okay.
Sure.
But you are not royalty yourself.
No.
Okay.
We are all sons and daughters of Zico Zeg.
Um about our target here, how are they going to respond to having their king assassinated? Like what do you expect will be the outcome of that?
Depends if there's any witnesses. Depends if there's any evidence. And I do not think it to be a coincidence that the king is asking those that of which do not belong to this world to do this.
I see. So we're the scapegoats for you here.
Duh.
Um Other question for you. Do you have a way to get to the surface?
Of course.
Okay. I know we're doing this to repay a debt, but if we do this, will you show us how to get to the surface?
Absolutely.
Okay. And
Pref-
how long does that take?
Depends on which route you would like to go.
Preferably one that does not surface us in the middle of a very old ancient dragon in its area.
What are the options?
Well, with your friend here eliminating um, the road to the Coldbringer, you could take the river route to Berador. You
I've heard of that before.
yeah,
Or have I?
Lux's home city.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um, the mountaintop exit, although there's no way down from the top of the mountain uh, of the Ever Heights. Um, or we could take the road south to the Biverbrin exit.
I see. Okay. Which one's the fastest, excluding the Coldbringer?
The river route.
Okay.
I like that.
Gotcha. So what do you guys now talking to the party? Um so what do you guys think?
I like that.
I think
That
we've already paid this debt.
how have we already paid this debt, Tim?
We've saved this world. You saved this world. We've
What?
saved them because we destroyed that worm back there. I destroyed that worm back there. That worm that they would have had to fight themselves. They would have lost thousands of people, and who knows who that would have been corrupted by them.
Uh,
We saved that that dwarf that was walking around in that cave. If he would have been there by himself scouting, he would have gotten eaten. We've done our part. We have things that we have to do that are more important. We're going to save this world again. Did you tell them at all about what we're doing and what our mission is? and how we have a mission that is paramount, that we can come back and they can have their vengeance on a king. But right now, we need to focus on saving the world. Did you say any of that? Surely they would have seen the wisdom in saving the world before killing a king in vengeance. Did you say any of that?
We were not given the option.
They shut you up? How did they not give you the chance?
You were in the room? Did that king seem receptive to you?
I couldn't hear because everyone was talking, but no one was communicating.
I mean, just I would just assume based off of his body language, it did not look like it was going well, because it was not going well.
Stop attacking me with the cat, dear.
I don't.
The the king was not in a state where he would have accepted. We saved you from a threat that you do not know of a couple of years ago, therefore we could do whatever we want.
We don't say it that way. You have to let him know about the you have to tell him of the threat and
And
warn him that it's.
on what grounds would he believe us? We started off by lying to them to
Well, you could
begin with.
interrupt him like you interrupted me and tell him what you had to say. We could do that. We could just interrupt him every time he's trying to talk. You guys didn't try. You didn't tell me that you tried. You just felt that you didn't have an opportunity. We're wasting time, and all we're doing is putting. Oh, I didn't come aboard here. I didn't join this group to be an assassin on a petty war that has nothing to do with me or us.
I would have thought that you would have been more amenable to this to the most, since they literally saved your life.
I saved theirs. I killed that worm.
That worm was not as big of a threat as you think it is, Pim. To them.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I feel I was pretty much threatened here. Because I had a worm in my head. That's a threat.
And they helped us get rid of that threat.
If we did not get rid of the big, ugly thing, and you, Altar, didn't kill all those worms, she would have birthed all those worms.
Pim, I don't think you fully understand the context of the situation here. That worm that we encountered wasn't the largest in the area. They admitted it themselves.
And yet.
So please, calm your ego down for a bit.
It's not an ego. It's not a frickin' ego. We've got a job to do, and every time it turns around, we've got someone sending us off like dogs on a hunt to hunt something else down. Go get this, go get that, go get woof, woof, woof. Yes, dog, yes, we'll do that. We're not dogs. We've got to get back to our mission. We've got to do what we've got to do, and we've got to stand up to these people and let them know that we're their savior. We're the ones that are going to save this world.
You do realize that often when you're going on these quests, in order to get people to help you, you have to do things for them. That's typically how this works.
And that's all we've done. I've been out here for 7 years. How long has it been, Chris?
7.
7 years being a lapdog. It's time we stop being a lapdog.
And I am reading to investigate your stuff every night. I don't know what you want from that. Should we just sit and not do anything in the meantime? Or do we be helpful?
Do what you do. Obviously, the lack of listening and communication isn't just one way. We owe him nothing. We owe him nothing.
I wasn't there, so I'm just take this for what it is. Can't believe I'm saying this. You know I'm always down to shoot people in the face more than anybody, but I gotta agree with Pim on this one. Kind of feel like we're spinning our wheels here. Just if we're taking votes,
okay,
that's where my vote is.
How do you guys propose we turn this down?
We leave.
Find our
and
own way
go
out.
where?
Find our own way out.
And we think that will be faster?
No, I don't. I think
it'll be faster than going to a whole nother city and assassinating a king. But
if that's okay, fine. If that's what you guys want to do, figure out a way out of here. We're not killing these people.
No, we're not going to kill these people. That's not our job. If you want to know what I would do if I were you, or I would do if I could, we need to get in touch with the lady who was talking to him. She was listening to reason. Maybe we could talk to her and reason with her. Maybe we can say we'll come back at a later time and handle the situation. And maybe she'll listen, because as I recollect, he was getting heated, and he calmed him down, right? Did you not see that, Alatar?
It was apparent that that advisor had an influence on him.
Then let's go to the advisor. Let's talk to her. Let's see if she'll understand that she can talk reason into this king.
Tell you what, Pim. Tomorrow morning, I'll make it so you can talk to them, and you can do this. Sound good?
I don't want to talk to both of them. I want to talk to her.
Well, I will make it so you can figure out how to do that. Okay?
We gotta try something.
It's 3rd level spell.
Yeah, he does.
So
we gotta try.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to do that, go right ahead.
But you're not. You see, Alatar.
None of us want to go and assassinate a random guy for petty politics down here in the Underdark. I think we can all agree on that.
So why am I getting attitude about this? All right, you do it, Michael. Or you do it. I'm not Michael. Oops, sorry. You do it. you do it. You do it, Pim.
Because
I would think that
my perception of the situation is we don't really have the leverage out of this spot. You're saying you want to try something. I'm going to give you the means to try it.
But see, that's what you said. I'm going to give you the means. It needs to be we the means, us the means. We need to try this together. You've got to be on board with it with me. Of all people, Alatar, I think you would be the one that would love to avoid bloodshed. You, of all people. Wouldn't you? I mean, why are you resisting this?
I'm not resisting this. I'm giving you the option to do it, Pam.
Gentlemen,
Stop fighting me on me trying to assist you and let you do this. What more do you want, Pim? I have spent the last 7 years helping you every day. And yet one time I step out of the way and you think that I'm not helping you.
I'm not saying you're not helping me. I'm saying that we're missing what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay. And you can talk to them tomorrow.
Okay,
be our spokesperson, Pim.
I will.
Be the one to get us out of this situation.
I will do my best.
Okay. Cool. I think we could all agree not doing the task the king has asked us to do is the most ideal state.
True.
Correct?
That's what we're trying to do. I'm
not
an assassin.
Now,
it's no ability there.
If that does not go the way we want, then what? Because ideally, we would like a nice, clean, here's the route to get out of the Underdark. Follow me, I will show you the way so we don't wander around down here longer than we need to. We will lose more time doing that than having a guide.
I could not be part of an assassination attempt. There's no nobility in that.
From what I
That's what
know,
you guys, if that's what you feel you need to do. But I would rather return here after we return. We solve our jobs and save this world. I would rather return here and be a servant or a slave to these people.
Okay, so that's fair, Pim. I can respect standing on principle. So what we're trying to do here is make sure that we have all the options laid out. If they say no, you're not leaving, you're
Then
either
I will.
doing this or or you're not allowed to leave. What do you propose we do at that point?
I know you're not going to like this, but I don't think we can take no as an answer.
Okay,
that seems worse.
what does that mean? Do you want to fight them? Because I guarantee you we lose to a city.
We're going into another city to kill a king.
Yeah, but
What's
they
the
don't.
difference?
They're not expecting us.
Well, they're not
This
expecting us
one, did you see all the guards in
Ye-
the room with us?
But you don't think this other city has guards?
Again, in the scenario that you're proposing, we are sitting ducks in the throne room, surrounded. In the other scenario, we take the fight to them and have at least some form of control.
If they do not say yes, I will go into battle. Or I will go on the mission with you, but I will not kill the king. Nor will I kill anyone who is not attacking us unprovoked.
So plan is we send Pim in first and have him
Send
walk in.
him, we send him in first. He will take care of the whole situation.
Isn't that Alatar? I don't understand. You're a man of peace. Why wouldn't we try to? Your first option is we've got to go do this, and I'm confused because I thought your first option would be let's try to figure out how we can patch this up.
That is
Reconcile
why.
the two.
That is why.
What I'm literally asking him questions about. Trying to understand the ramifications of this from their side.
I know you're asking, but you're not saying that that's what we need to do. You're not. You haven't made that proposal. I've not heard you say once.
Because I'm not really getting good information for it. It doesn't seem like it's really going to be a great path to go. And you presume a lot saying that I'm a man of peace.
How often do you cast harm spells? I saw you cast one when we were battling that beast.
I
That's
think
the first time I've seen you cast
Pim,
one.
I think them
all the time.
as often as I need to.
I think you forget the time that Alatar and I came from. You'd be surprised what we were back then.
It's not what you were, it's what you are now. That's all.
Pim, don't you remember when we first met him? He killed someone.
Pim was there for that.
He killed a guy. He literally killed him.
Are you saying that really?
Again,
Norman?
the guy is not dead.
Okay. Is Norman really saying that, or
the guy is
No,
not dead?
no, Norman's not saying that.
I think that was literally Alatar's first spell in this campaign was inflict wounds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He killed the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was unintentional.
He expect him to have more HP. What can I say?
No, I fully intended to cause harm, and I just didn't expect him to be the wife of the barmaid. Um,
Oh, okay.
So,
that's
anyways,
the only reason I saved his
So if
life.
he wasn't, that would have been okay then? You would have just left him
Well, yeah,
dead?
because he was just a thug. I didn't care.
Gotcha.
Like I was
so
trying to help her out, and then when I realized I was doing harm to this person I was trying to help, I was like, okay, fine, I'll save his life.
But again, you have to admit, away from this character and being speaking just like real humans here, most of the spells you take are non-lethal spells.
I
In fact, you
mean,
just said you took
Toll
Yeah,
the
because you
dead.
guys get hit a
Predis-
lot.
yeah,
Told the dead. He told the dead a lot.
I told the
Spirit-
dead a lot.
Spirit Guardians is a damage spell.
I've only cast that one time.
Really?
And
You
you've
only
killed
Yeah, he
500
doesn't use
people with
500
it.
kills.
Yeah.
500 kills.
I did kill 500 people with it.
Oh, really?
that was
Did we put all those on the
People?
kill counter, Dave?
We don't
There's
have
no
a kill
kill
counter this
counter.
episode or this
Yeah.
campaign.
Okay.
Sorry, that was too much
and,
work.
and 500
That's
of those
fair.
were what?
Or sorry, 499.
Yeah.
CeeLo got the last one
Kilo got the last one.
after we extracted it out of Pim's head.
Happy to help.
So
Is that the plan then? In the morning,
We talk.
we're going to talk to the Mother Queen.
oh, is that who it was? Yes.
I mean, that was my
We
assumption.
need to reason with her. We need to reason with her. If you
Again, I'm just thinking about all the different routes this could go and how a lot of them go not our way.
and this probably won't go our way. But I've got to try.
No, I'm not. We want you to try. Don't get me wrong, Pim. I want you to try to
I've got
make
to
us
try. And
not do this.
And if it doesn't work, then we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I've got to try, and I can't.
That sounds fun.
I don't know if I like the answer of we're gonna see what happens.
Did we try to cross a bridge at the beginning of this episode? How'd that go?
Oh, yeah, well, we crossed a couple bridges here lately. Well, I got to try, and if we don't, maybe you send me to this real king, and I reason with him.
From what I know about the Vril,
To hand over his head?
you will not come back.
I mean, the one thing I will say with this is our paths out of here. No one's excited about going and assassinating a king, but I would much rather go kill the king of a purely evil society than fight our way out of this place that has done nothing but help us at this point.
They're purely evil?
Yes, the
That is
Vril
exactly
are
how
purely
they were
evil.
described to us.
That seems rather
Like,
racist
that's-
to say one race is all evil.
They are an abomination of a purely evil Drugar race
They were
that made
quite
them for fighting. They are nothing but bloodlust.
yeah, they are
That
quite
is-
literally bred for it.
That's what they used to say about Rottweilers too, but they're really kind animals if you train them right.
Tell you
That's
what, Pim.
true. I mean, they used to say the same thing about goblins, but now goblins are a playable race. So.
Tell you what.
These
Tell you
guys
what,
aren't playable
Pim.
yet. Doesn't count.
It's true.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, Vril is a playable race, so they're pretty
They
much.
stick out to be evil.
Uh,
I
Yeah, Pim, if that's the route you want to go, we will gladly let you take negotiations on the Vril too. I will just do it comfortably outside of their city
okay.
and wish you luck.
So no backup there.
No, because that is most certainly death.
And I will take that as truth. And I don't know. Let me at least talk to the queen,
Fair enough.
Full
And then-
support.
and then we'll do what we have to do after that.
Yeah, if
I don't like this though.
I don't think any of us do, but if we have to take the job, we take the job and get it done as fast as possible and get out of here.
It just seems like we're going through the hells again. Following
No one's asked this question yet, but I thought I might just to make sure that we're talking to Pim and not Tad here.
talking to Pim. That's why.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I could tell.
Just,
Yeah,
I
if
could
it
just
was
tell.
wanted
Tad,
to make sure.
Tad would be very different.
Yeah.
Tad would
I
be
think
look-
Tad would want to go kill the
Yeah,
king.
he would.
Yeah.
Tad would
Like,
want to go
Tad
kill
is
Like, I think Tad
obvious.
would be like,
Yeah.
I get to smash some skulls.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, Tad would be very much.
Like, can I take the whole
favor of
camp
this.
on?
Yeah, I'd be like, let's go now.
Question before we end this session. What you guys have been talking in common, so Jorbis has no idea what has been said.
Yep.
What are you going to tell Jorbis before he leaves you?
Going to
What
see.
is the plan?
I'm going to see if he would be able to find out if we could meet with the
Queen Mother.
Queen Mother.
We would like an audience with the Queen Mother, if that would be possible, before we met back with the king and gave him our answer.
Bentina?
I don't know
Sure,
who-
if that's
Yes.
her name.
Yes, the Queen Mother.
Would you say her name was Bettina?
Why?
Oh, he's in character.
On a hunch.
He's asking why, Pim.
You didn't cast talk on. I don't know what he's.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying to you in
Oh,
common.
I got
He's
you.
asking why, Pim.
We need. We need to have her help us in understanding her son, so that we can better serve him.
Okay.
Roll persuasion or deception. Either one of you.
Wait, can Pim do it?
Can you
Oh
help
my
me?
God. Yeah.
Can you help me by your?
Yeah, guidance. Do it. Oh my word, please. I don't want to do a persuasion.
Be like, whoa, we could just be translators this whole time, Chris.
What translators do?
I think
Persuasion, right?
I think we've been doing it wrong the whole time,
You
Scott.
think?
Oh.
And a D4.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
I assume that succeeds, right, Chris?
You don't
Don't-
know what he rolled in his insight, so.
Well, no, I know because I can have Pim re-roll if it failed.
Because he is a time wizard.
Correct. You're welcome, my friend.
You can know, if how do we do that against opposed rolls?
Yeah, I don't know if that would
Well,
count.
It's an ability check. I could re-roll. I could have somebody re-roll an ability check. That's what
Yeah,
this
but how
is.
does
After,
how does that interact with like rolling against someone else who rolls?
well, the other roll would be the same.
Yeah, the other roll's the
He
DC.
just gets like an advantage. The other roll's the DC.
CeeLo, give me an insight.
Ooh, sure.
Guidance.
Oh wow, I'm proficient with insight. Oh, I rolled a nat 20, baby. Let's see. So 26.
Okay. You know that he responded well to that,
Okay.
so you would not need to have a reroll.
Good enough for me.
CeeLo, your rolls have been really good tonight. My goodness.
Yeah. I did have to sacrifice an inspiration point.
So, where we're going to pick it up from is Jorbis says he will do his best to procure an audience with the Queen Mother.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
Can you ask him if the Queen Mother has a favorite flower
I don't think they have flowers down here.
or favorite
Mushroom.
Mushroom. It's
That would be the equivalent.
it's actually Bane, but nobody knows where to get that.
Bring her some Bane.
if it's
Gorbis
Bane.
says the Mother Queen is not really a sentimental type.
Okay, I can respect that. I just didn't want to go in and offend her.
Obviously,
My
have to bring her
fear,
some kind of gift, though.
my
I'll remember
fear
you said
here
that.
is we're misreading what she said to him.
You could have
And
been
she
like,
didn't calm him down. She was like, "This is a perfect group to send and kill that guy who killed my husband."
that is
Maybe right. You may be
perfectly
right.
possible.
So, like, we'll see. We'll see. But and that's why he calmed down, because he's like, "Yes, excellent
That's a good-
revenge."
Like, that's a great point.
Excellent.
Good point. Good point.
Thank you, Burns.
All right. That's where we're going to end the session. We're going to pick it up next time with a meeting with the Queen Mother.
Sweet.
Cool.
And I cannot wait to see how this goes.
Well,
It's gonna be bad.
it'll go well.
It's gonna be bad.
Nah, it'll go great.
No, it won't.